Hi, everybody. How we doing? Are we doing okay, I hope? Joe's here. He's just off doing Joe things. He'll be here soon. But I got his permission to start the stream, and we can start playing the game. What up, Nisa? What up, Peta? Murray and Sid, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Great to see ya.
My camera does not want to turn on.
No, it doesn't. You also just flipped our spots on the stream.
I'm sorry.
How dare you? That's
Let's
fine.
try this
Oh,
again.
wait. Oh, nope.
There you go. I'm back.
You're back. Let's see if it... Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, we're good.
All right, good. Ooh-wee.
Hey, Garrett, how are you?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Did you didn't tweet out we're live yet, did you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I am...
Chat, what do we think this first game is? I don't know what I have zero idea.
This.
It looks like a Metal Gear. I'm going Metal Gear.
If everyone could hit that share button, share us out there, that would be greatly appreciated. Ooh. Echo on my end. This is oh yeah, this is 93. I was gonna say Killzone. And then that changed.
Garrett says, how are you guys? I've been enjoying Helldivers and GT7 in VR. Back on the classic Uncharted. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, we'll talk about what I've been playing, but what I wish I was playing, I don't know. I wish I was playing Hellblade. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels like a game that now I could definitely wait on, but yeah, I would like to be playing that on PC, but apparently you need a god rig to get that all sorted. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy.
I mean, I'll talk about it in the main show, but I platted Kanzera Zhao.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. How easy is that platinum?
I got it in 7.5 hours.
Okay, not bad at all.
It's not terrible. You can do everything on easy if you want.
Okay.
It's not terribly hard, and a lot of the secrets aren't like super hard to find.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this does look like a 360 PS3 game, Stingray. Absolutely.
Give it a go. What do you think this game is?
It's not, but I'll just say Spec Ops. It's definitely not.
That'd be
360.
nice,
we thinking Gears? Does this look Gears to you, Joe?
Let me see. Let me take a good hard gander at this.
Looks like a
yeah.
Gatling
No,
gun?
this is Gears of War.
Which one?
Put Gears of War 3. Gears of War 3.
Nope. It's in the Gears franchise, though.
Gears 2.
Yeah, Gears 2. There it is.
I mean, yeah.
Man, 93. I didn't realize it got that high.
Oh yeah. I mean, 360. That had some, low standards back in the day. Now, Gears is probably one of my favorite Xbox franchises, just next to Halo.
I'm going Resident Evil just because it looks like it's a old school.
Yeah.
One. Let's just go 1. Oh, it is in Resident Evil. It's not the first one. Is this 2 or 3? It's one of those.
Okay, because here's the thing about Resident Evil. There's been so many. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this strictly looks like PS1, and I think there was only the first 3. Let's try 2. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, dude, we are so good at this.
Remake's real good.
What up, Jeeves? What's going on?
I don't know if I can go back and play this original though. Look at that man. Look at the liquor, dude. That liquor looks crazy.
Shit. Oh shit! I almost broke something. I think.
Don't break anything, please.
Guys, let me tell you, this show came down to the wire. Also, it will not add what? it will not let me add the trophy room account. Like, it won't let me switch.
To what?
So I guess I'm just gonna have to tweet this from my account.
Oh.
Yeah, that's. You know what, man?
Did it get messed up when it actually is now x.com?
Yeah, you know what? Who gives a fuck? You know?
I'm also thinking Nintendo Stingray. Right off the bat, I thought Wii Fit.
Honestly?
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna argue that. I think that looks like.
Let's just go Wii Fit.
Yeah.
Let's see if God is with us in this Chili's tonight. Let's go.
No way.
People are gonna say that I played this game earlier. I absolutely have not.
Holy shit, dude. That's a good one.
I felt God in this Chili's tonight.
That's a good one, dude.
That's insane.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Good on you, dude.
Hell yeah.
All you, not me.
Oh, good. We got some farms. Awesome. Great imagery.
There's a lot of stuff here. Let me tell you, like that we do each and every week that like Tired Joe, which is me, doesn't really realize that we do. Like we do put a lot of effort into this bad boy. This looks like an RTS, right?
Yeah, that's what Stingray says. That's not my genre at all.
Could we do Company of Heroes 3?
Sure. We can do a Company of Heroes 3.
What if it is, dude? Are we prepared?
I only got 1 or 2.
All right, 2, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
What in the shit? How do I get RTSs by just the straight up fucking terrain texture? What? How is my brain this broken? I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, but I see grass and I'm like, Company of Heroes 2. And they're like, What's wrong with me?
Joe, we need to have those 2 rounds back to back on a TikTok like immediately. There's no way. That's insane.
I don't know, man. I thought the gate was a dead. I think the gate was a dead giveaway. Holy shit,
man! Can we go 3 for 3? Can we get it on first guess for this one too?
I don't know about that.
I'm okay, Katie. How are you? How's the job?
Yeah, how's everything, Katie?
Oh man.
Kyle, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I do believe that we are on the eve of an announcement. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna make fun of you on the main show.
I just love trolling you.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh,
we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I am full of shit. Does this look like a Hyperlight something?
I never played, but yeah, I can see it. Like Hyperlight Drifter.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see. Okay.
Right. I don't feel super confident about it, but you know.
I don't feel confident either.
No, it's not. 90. What is?
Oh, is this FTL?
Oh, good pull. Good pull. No, damn.
No, damn it.
PC and Switch.
PC and Switch. Chat, we need your help. We're still canning it. Because Switch eludes me.
Who is this little lad?
This is little boy. There you go. There's the chat. Cypher Primus, what's up? Katie, what's up?
This?
You guys, I recorded a little ditty for patrons. I know I haven't been great at uploading the Patreon shows. My apologies. The last month, I actually talk about it on this little like update thing. This last month, life got in the way, and I had to choose life. Wait, okay. Roguelike deck building.
I put in Killer Queen just to get a guess out there.
Okay.
I'm wrong.
What up, Nisa? Savoy.
I
Roguelike deck. Wait, is this oh my god. There's what's the is Darkest Dungeon?
no, it's not Darkest Dungeon.
Okay.
This is more spacey.
Right.
I don't know. I'm gonna skip. I'm not
Okay.
getting anything from this one.
Barrage.
This was a last year game.
This is the last year game, and it was
Cobalt something. Cobalt.
oh Cobalt. Yeah, Cobalt. Oh my god, Cobalt Core.
Hey, Savoy, appreciate you.
Look at you, dude. Hoo-wee.
Hell yeah. Is that game good?
I think so.
94% on Metacritic? Yeah. Okay. Never heard of that game before in my life. Oh. Oh my god. I have another weird one here.
Tell me.
If this is it.
Wait, is this?
Wait a second.
Is it either Black Flag or Skull and Bones?
Okay. Not what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
You're probably more right than I am. I was thinking, I don't know if you even know the game. It's like a flying frisbee game called XO1.
Fuck it, let's do it.
You're just a flying disc flying through alien planets.
See, I think like that off in the distance is a fort of some sort.
You might be right, but let's just see if I can get a weird one off the rip again.
Yeah.
No. Okay. 58%.
Skull and Bones. We're mean people.
We're not mean.
We're mean people, man.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Skull and Bones. And it did reasonably well for Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? You know, egg on our face. Yeah, Stingray's like, yeah.
Oh, God.
58 Skull and Bones. Yeah. Ooh-wee.
It looks too low res for like a 64 game. Is this another MS-DOS bullshit?
I swear to God if it is. SimCity. SimCity,
okay,
Stingray.
All right, Stingray, let's put in SimCity.
Let's do SimCity.
Let's see if we can go undefeated another week.
Can't believe we got two off the rip. No, you got it.
SimCity Create. That's Sin City.
Oh, that's dyslexia.
Let's do SimCity Creator.
See, like this is not fair.
Here we go.
Too old for Metacritic. Well, then you're too
let's go Civ.
Okay.
Let's go the old school one, the first one. Nope. DOS, Amiga, and Atari.
Come on. Come on.
I'm skipping.
It can't be Age of Empires.
This is literally the same screenshot with the things.
Isometric strategy.
Let's skip again.
Isometric strategy.
1989. I was 2 years old.
It's always these games.
Populous?
I have to be
Ultima?
Let's go Ultima. And then like Populous? That sounds Diablo 1. Nisa. Oh, I love you, Nisa. Never change.
It's not Ultima Online. Let's just go Runes of Virtue. Nope.
Then let's do Populous or whatever. Yeah, let's do Populous. Let's do it.
Oh, we're in a storybook.
She goes, Katie, stop cheating, God damn it. Okay.
Oh God.
Just the first one.
Are we sure?
I would bet my life on Ron Savoy. Okay. I would do it. Take it.
Okay.
Take a chance on our listener.
Oh, I trust them implicitly. I've never heard of Populous before.
Me neither.
All right, Savoy, this one's on you.
This is on you.
Oh,
wait.
we got it right.
We got it right.
Savoy coming in clutch.
Okay, I was like a club, but like no cigar type of deal. Okay. All right. Look at that. Look at that.
Well done.
They say it couldn't be done, but it's done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Another game I will never ever play. Is that it? Are we all caught? Yeah,
we're all caught up. It's time to talk about PlayStation, bro.
Look at all these. We'll pass by the failed one. It's fine.
Yeah. That doesn't even count.
No.
I don't know if you know that.
Oh, they came to Steam a couple months ago?
Oh, really?
Okay. Hey, good for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, I gotta do this. 377.
Hey, we're in the right squares this time.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Take that, Obama.
What? No, we like him in this house. What are we
I'm an Xbox gamer. Sasha, Malia, they love the Kinect.
Can you say Game Pass is the best value in gaming in the Obama voice?
Let me tell you something. Xbox Game Pass is the best value in gaming by far. Sasha, Malia, they can't get enough of it. Michelle is an ultimate member. Yes.
Good night, Katie.
Good night, Katie. Just leave your tab open. Thank you.
Stingray says Obama on edibles.
The walls are talking to me. I can do a Trump one but I can't, like, I understand, like, his setup. So, like, for example, I don't know, he'll say something and then he'll describe what he is saying, but it doesn't make much sense. And then he'll double down on the thing that he just said, and then he'll breathe through his lower teeth, is what I've noticed. But I can't, I talk like this, and I can't do it for too long.
I can't do the voice. I just can't.
Yeah, it's like, it's because everyone does. It's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. It's like everybody, it's like, all right, you
get to the chopper.
Yeah, yeah. They call him Little Roddy Savoy is what they call him. And they don't like do that.
Are you ready to do a show?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, chat. We'll see you in 16 seconds.
It's so cold in this room. Oh, wait, no longer greatness has arrived. Welcome to episode 377 of The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I'm your host, Joseph, aka Mr. Badbit, and it is here where me and my best friend Kyle talk about the latest, the greatest in all things PlayStation. Of course, this week we are talking about PlayStation getting into the mobile market. Lego Horizon game is real and it's in the works. Helldivers devs want to be the next FromSoft. Get those bingo cards ready as we predict the PlayStation Showcase and so much more as we do it live each and every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/PS Trophy Room and on audio services the day after. With all that said, with all that out of the way, the greatest co-host, whoever is, whoever will be, Mr. Kyle Stevenson. How are you, sir?
I was about to say for a second, we're on Audible? We're getting paid by Amazon?
I wish. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I mean, IGN bought us out the other day.
Oh, God.
It was only $7. But nonetheless, $7 well earned. Kyle Stevenson, how are you feeling today?
I'm okay. And I'll be upfront and honest with everybody because I think it's important to talk about it.
Sure.
Had 2 pretty big panic attacks since last week. And I'm still here. So if that goes to show you panic attacks will go away, here I am. That's all I can say.
You're the proof.
I mean,
proof. Listen, you're working for Summer Game Fest right now. It's busy for
Next Fest. Steam Next Fest is huge, and the fact that there's 3 of them a year, it's like, stop it. There's too much. There's too much.
So you're working Steam Next Fest and Summer Game Fest at the same time.
Correct. And already, preparing for possible Gamescom stuff in August. It's a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot. I'm very, very excited to have another 3-day weekend this weekend.
I'm excited for you. I unfortunately don't get to have a 3-day weekend, which is a bit of a bummer.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's fine because I get holiday pay. Okay. And next week, I do want to let everybody know I will be in Italy. So depending on if and when my uncle from Sony decides to drop the showcase or State of Play, I may or may not be here. It just all depends. But as long as the showcase doesn't land on the 29th, I should be here talking what we've maybe seen.
We do have to lay some ground rules though.
Okay.
If it's at 4 p.m. Eastern,
yeah,
I can't watch live. I have an hour left to work.
That is fair.
So you are going to have to promise me that you will stay off of social media and not read a word if you are going to join me. You got to promise me, Joe.
Fine. Fine. Well, okay, it's not that hard.
It's
because my uncle at PlayStation's told me a few things.
You could be in a beautiful country, taking the sights.
I mean, that too. I'll be. So the game plan is, let's just say it lands on the 30th. I'll be in Italy, but I will still sit down and watch this and react alongside y'all. I'll still be able to record the show. It won't sound as pretty because I'm not in the studio, but I'll still be able to do it.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, if it lands on the 29th, Kyle, I'm actually going to be really pissed off.
29th, you'll be in the air?
I will be in the air.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And I will actually be pretty livid if I, in fact, miss out on whatever they're going to announce.
On the 29th here on the East Coast?
We want to get to JFK Airport.
What gate? What time? What seat number? What
plane? I don't know seat number. It's just like, hey, fight for survival.
Fair.
But I should be at the airport at 1 p.m.
Okay.
And then our flight's at 4.
And then what time are you landing in Italy? Like, what time will it be?
Yeah, so there's like a 6-hour time difference.
Okay.
So I think I'll land on at 6 a.m.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Italy time.
Okay.
And yeah, that's. I'm gonna be in a foreign land. I'll be in Venice. How nuts is that? So if you want to assassinate me and you're Italian, Caesar per Tyrannus me. Real talk, Kyle. That has been my biggest goal.
Yeah.
Every time I'm so excited, we get to eat awesome cuisine, and I'm gonna go on a gondola. And I'm talking to my best friend because it's her sister's wedding or whatever. So we're both pretty psyched. And she's just like, "What is up with you in the gondola?" I'm like, "It's."
You don't understand.
You don't understand. There's a little man with a broom, and he's wearing a funny hat. He's gonna push us around place to place. They don't drive cars in Venice.
What are you talking
exactly.
about? What do you mean you don't understand?
What do you mean? My Uber is going to be on a sailboat. Are you kidding me?
They're going to give me swimmies to swim along.
Yeah, I'm going to get little floaties. I hear the water is gross.
Sure.
But, what can you do?
Yeah.
That said, I am very much looking forward to this vacation. And I am going to stay off social media other than the occasional food post. Or look at this pretty thing I saw post.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I'm not bringing any game thing.
Good.
Not my Portal, not my Steam Deck that refuses to work. None of it.
Good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice little vacation. I'm looking forward.
And then when you come back, I will be out.
Yes.
So we'll be passing by.
It's gonna be like that meme.
Exactly.
The Cadillacs. Yeah. All right, Kyle, listen, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of predictions to get through. But before we do,
really quickly, shout out to Black Mavericks for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Do they say anything? Because I don't have that.
Just a thumbs up.
Oh, thank you, Black Mavericks. You're the best. A little bit of housekeeping. before we get into it. Of course, Trophy Room merch, baby. Link in the description. Help support the show and look good doing it. And of course, Buy the Players. The Buy the Players discussion each and every month. Head on over to the Buy the Players channel over on the Trophy Room Discord to sign up. This June, we are tackling God of War Ragnarok. Spots are filling up fast, so sign up by May 31st to join the conversation. Got any questions? Please reach out to Marcus O'Neill and Drellish. I love the Buy the Players discussion. We all come around. We all got the game that we've been playing. We all talk about it. It gets recorded and posted up to Patreon. And we all kind of just listen to each other, just have great discussions on games. I love this little show that we're doing each and every month. And I want to thank Marcus O'Neill and Drellish for really helming this thing. And yeah, we just got such a great community. This month, I think this weekend, we're recording the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, correct?
Correct. And on that note, Black Mavericks didn't get his text in the super chat, but they ask, I'm in a rut with FF7. I want to finish it, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm still in Junon. Any tips? I think I'm doing too many side quests. Yeah. Feel free, if you want to main quest it, you can go back and do the side quests. As somebody who has done all the side quests and beaten the game, the side quests are a lot, as much as I love them all very much. And there's some really cool story stuff. It's not like super integral to the main story. So you can totally go and just main quest it and come back when you feel like it.
That's what I'm going to have to do because I'm playing so many games. Like what we've been playing, I platinum Stellar Blade, or on the cusp. As this episode goes out, it'll be done. I have to play another game for embargo, and then I got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I'm going to try my best to finish it. But I make no promises at this point. Like, I'll still be in the chat, like, talking to y'all about it, what I've played thus far, but, like, in terms of me beating the game, I honestly don't know, because I'm kind of in that same rut with Black Mavericks. Because I'm like, I like this game a lot. It just has to get out of its own way with the mini games. Like that's my big issue with it. Again, that Buy the Players discussion, it's gonna be pretty tense, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Of course, before we get into the news, we'd like to thank our patrons. The reason why we sound so good, look so great, is because of your generosity over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. And I'm going to steal this little bit from the Xbox era because I really like it. For just a cup of coffee a month, you can help support the show and keep the lights on here in the Trophy Room. As we're going to talk about some stories about sites closing down or people losing their jobs and consolidation within games journalism, it's really important that independent sites and podcasts like us, stand at the forefront of what gaming can and should be. And we are only here because of your support. So I want to thank our newest members, Mike Thomas at the Platinum tier. I want to thank our premium members, Todd Burwitz and Toxic. I want to thank our platinum members, Jay Shea, Jedi Master Ren, Cowboy Danger Day, Jonas Young, The Green Gorilla Gamer, Chaotic Monkey, Ryuko Kill 90, Stephen Flesh, Strubles and Bits, Bertos Maximus, Chris Hybrid 748, Matt Valdez, Silkanet, Desamine, Jadis Von Metal, Mitchell Gramling, and Randy Hale. I want to thank our gold members, Cypher Primus, Darth Simon the Pie Man, Jesse Garcia, JB the Purple Monkey, Hyde Indoors, Katie, Kevin Mitchell, Kevin Diaz, Marcus O'Neill, The Red Arrow, Aegis Hermit, Anchazor, Astronaut Jr., The Winter Gamer, Robbie Bobby Miller, Brenton Zachary, Final Fan XZ, Hambone, JD Dillinger, Stone Cold ET, Tino Sixspeed, Enz Johnson, Sean McKenzie, Rick Arrington, Matthew King, The Overlord, Dewane Raksha, Drellish, Rick Davis, Steph Midler, Samuel Nestling, Maximum Carnage, Solo, and the Lord Commander Suddy. Thank you all so much for your contributions each and every month. We really couldn't do this show without you, and we love you so much. So thank you.
Yeah, and
that's
to
it,
Ryan
Kyle.
In chat, I've never done a man cave walkthrough because
What's
this
a man
place.
cave? Oh, like yeah. It's real messy.
It's way too messy behind me.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't have enough energy to clean it enough to show it off.
Like, you want to know what my man cave looks like? Take a look at what the trophy room looked like 2 months ago, and then this image, that's my whole room. I just switched sides.
Yeah.
Like, That's it, man.
Yeah.
It's
Actually,
a humble abode
same.
here.
If you were to watch Trophy Room throughout the years on video, my initial setup here was on the other side, and then I was in the middle of the room, and now I'm here. So you get a nice little array of what it looks like.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Also, Nisa in chat goes, hi, YouTube member here.
Hi.
I want to start doing some cool stuff for YouTube members. Maybe adding like shout outs for them as well.
Sure.
I gotta talk to Luke Lore about it because he's been doing a lot of cool stuff with memberships, and I'd like to pick his brain about it.
Well,
That'll
praise
be
for
after.
Luke.
Sorry, I was confused as
Oh.
praise. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Yeah, I think he's okay for the moment. He's done one okay thing.
Okay.
All right. Shoot. With all that said, with all that out of the way, Kyle, listen, we got a whole bunch of news to talk about. So let's get on to it.
First news that needs to be squared up comes from Tom Henderson over at Insider Gaming, and Tom writes, PlayStation is developing a new platform for free-to-play mobile games. According to a new job listing, PlayStation is developing a new platform for free-to-play mobile games. First spotted by Tweaktown, the listing is for a mobile platform architect, which reveals details of what PlayStation could be planning for its mobile platform. Earlier this month, Xbox also revealed that it will launch its Xbox mobile store in July 2024. The listing reads, quote, PlayStation Studios Mobile is seeking an experienced software engineer to design PlayStation's platform for developing, publishing, and operating free-to-play mobile games. An individual in this role will spearhead the design and implementation of this platform, work in partnership with internal teams to connect mobile games to PlayStation services, and ensure that all mobile games meet PlayStation's quality standards, unquote. Responsibilities include designing the system architecture and backend services for the mobile games platform, measure and improve platform security, availability, throughput, and cost efficiency, provide technical leadership and guidance to the platform engineering team, establish pipelines and processes to facilitate the delivery of high-quality software, collaborate across teams to integrate the platform with internal services, influence and contribute to the platform engineering roadmap, clearly communicate end-to-end system behavior to platform users and stakeholders, and actively track technical innovations, changes, and trends affecting mobile game development. Joe, to start it off, why do they have to use so many weird words? Just call it like it is.
Why did they just copy and paste this from the Indeed page that I signed up on? You know?
I just say you're going to like monitor the security of the system
vis-a-vis
throughput.
accordingly.
What the hell does that mean?
Like, come on. All right, listen. A little bit of a starter topic for us. What do you feel about PlayStation going out here and developing a new platform? As we saw, like from 2 weeks ago, Sarah Bond was on Bloomberg, and she's just like, "Hey, we got this app store we're really excited about. It's web-based, and right now you can only buy DLC and microtransactions from it. But this is going to be the future of where we put games like Minecraft and I think Candy Crush on." What do you feel about this? Like this concept, what they're trying to go for here.
I mean, it's just another thing to grab our attention on a different screen. It's literally all it is, to get PlayStation branding on something that will be with you everywhere. For those that can't have a portal or something, it's just like you open
Get a second job and get a portal. How hard's that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if the games are fun, sure. But like, yeah. I'm not, again, when I'm home, which I'm home all the time now, I'm just going to play on my TV. Nothing is really driving me to play on my phone.
Honestly, Marvel Snap had me for a minute.
Yes. Yes.
And then like I just went along with my life. Because I couldn't get Spider-Man or something. I was like, I think I'm going to peace out. To me, it's just like, God, can we stop chasing these silly trends that like we know ultimately go nowhere? Well, like,
to be fair, I don't think mobile games are a trend. They're clearly very successful.
But this like app within an app, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a dumb idiot. But like to me, it's like I already have an app store. Why do I want to put another one on my phone?
Sure.
that's the thing where it kind of loses me. Like if this was just like a portal for me to play, I don't know, cloud games on PlayStation, even then it's hard for me to actively care. And I think it comes down to like I am just so not into mobile gaming.
Yep.
And so it kind of, I peace out. But like I'd rather them go, hey, we're gonna helm up a division like and they are at this very point in time, but like that just focuses on the mobile gamer. Not this like let's make a free to play platform app to get people in that we don't even know if it's tested or true.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even know if this is going to be a thing that happens because right now, though in the European Union, the Apple monopoly on the of having an app on the App Store on iPhone is kind of broken. Here in the States, it's still hey, you're either on the App Store or you're not. Like you don't have a third party marketplace on an iPhone here in the States, and that doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. So like for me, it's like, why can't we just focus on the games? Why do we go straight to monetization? And I feel like when companies go, hey, how do we monetize this first? The project ultimately is shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
And for the core audience of PlayStation, they're going to see that and be like, well, not for me. It's for everyone else that's not in it. So why would we hop in and explore this new app store if everything's money first?
Yeah.
We're already paying most of us are already paying a PS Plus fee.
Yeah.
We're already paying for other services on other platforms and our cable cutting services. So like prices are crazy. So to have another platform, even if there are free to play, but we all know what that means. There'll be plenty of in-game purchases to speed up things and whatnot. Fair. It's too much.
And I get what Cypher Primus writes in the chat. I think they're going web-based to bypass the Apple Store to avoid that 30% fee. That's fine and all, but like, how does that help me, the consumer?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because all I see is like more buttons to press and more frustration just to download an app.
Yeah.
Right? That's where I think this kind of stuff loses me.
Sure.
I don't know.
I'm with you on that one.
But listen, I'll be open-minded. I'll check it out. But so far, I don't know. None of this, like, we're going to build a platform on phones sounds all too enticing for me. Let me see the game first,
Sure, yeah.
All right, Kyle. Listen, speaking of games that we haven't seen, but we have heard of, let's talk about the next story on the list.
While I read it, do you mind grabbing where this is from?
So yes, this is from Insider Gaming.
Thank you, Insider Gaming. LEGO and PlayStation are working on a new game called LEGO Horizon Adventures. LEGO and PlayStation are developing a new game, LEGO Horizon Adventures. Last week, trademark finder Kura Kasis tweeted that Sony and LEGO were soon to announce a collaboration of a well-known IP. At the time, Kura Kasis revealed the game, but as what seems to be obligatory from insiders these days, I vaguely tweeted that the project was quote-unquote on the horizon. Speaking with sources, it was said that the game is essentially Horizon Forbidden West but LEGO, and that the game will have realistic graphics, whatever that means for a LEGO game.
This is interesting. We talked about it offhand last week, but now we're getting more information. More people saying stuff. Black Wyvern writes in, goes, and just like you can too, if you're on the Trophy Room Discord, link down in the description below, join the amazing community of over 400 plus like-minded gamers talking about games and asking us questions and getting them read on the show right here. He writes, "Good day, gents. Hope you both are doing fantastic. I'm tired, but I'm doing great. I got a few cues for you based on the rumor of the LEGO Horizon game. One, let's tackle this piece by piece here, Kyle. Do you think it will be multiplayer?
No.
You don't think so? Why not?
Not online, maybe co-op, like locally.
Like locally?
Because LEGO's like aimed for kids. It's not like the hardcore Horizon fans are going to dive into LEGO, I don't think. It's just another avenue for people to get familiar with the world and get kids in on it. I mean, we're going to be playing it, but like...
No, I get you. Because, listen, I would argue for the LEGO fanatics out there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I am not. I mean, I saw it. I don't know if you saw it, but like they have like the Eye of Sauron for like $1,000. You could go and
It's
build.
pricey. Also, hi Catherine.
Yeah.
Love you, miss you.
Hello, we miss you. Like seriously, I think Legos could be for grown-ups. I got the what is it? The tall neck right here. I
That's what
still
I'm
haven't built.
carefully trying to bring down.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I won't have you besmirch Legos are for kids, sir. But I
No,
think
no,
you're
no,
right.
no, no. I mean, gaming wise.
Yeah.
Gaming wise, like if we get more of this in game form or just in real form, I'm all for it because this is rad.
Yes.
This is, I think, one of my favorite Lego things I've ever built.
Oh, really?
It's really, really cool.
I mean, it's no Bionicle, but yeah.
Oh, get out of here with that.
Oh my God, are
trash.
you trying to besmirch now Bionicle?
I will besmirch it every day of the week.
You're building your own action figure, Kyle.
I don't care.
They have masks you could put on and you could take them off.
So what?
You're so old. You're such a boomer. No, I think you're right. I don't think it'll have couch co-op multiplayer. I don't think it will have the online type of stuff. I think you're right there.
Yeah, and I
Now,
also just want to be clear.
Yeah.
Because we've defended it in the past.
Mhm.
I don't. When I say Lego is a kids game,
Yeah.
I don't mean it is not for everybody. You know what I
Fair.
mean? It's just marketing wise, it's aimed for younger players.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just giving you shit to give you shit.
I know.
No,
I just
totally-
want to get that out there in case anyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Kyle, he hates kids." No, I love kids in
I'm very
a
anti-kid.
familial way. Let me take that back. Kids are awesome in a not gross way.
Yeah.
God,
Children
dig me-
are your passion.
Here's my shovel. Take it.
Number 2, whatever happened to the rumored Horizon game that looked a bit like Fortnite?
Was that a rumor?
I mean, we saw it in development. We don't know what it is besides the fact of like it seems like a Monster Hunter like game.
Okay.
And we saw like art that would be on a pipeline sheet of like, here's the vibe we're trying to go for.
It could be this.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, this is, and I think this asks a deeper question, right?
Mhm.
Someone on Twitter wrote, every Horizon project that's in development. You got a Lego Horizon Adventures. You got a Horizon Zero Dawn remake, Horizon multiplayer game, a Horizon MMO, a Horizon Netflix series, and Horizon 3. You have 6 Horizon projects in the making, Kyle. Isn't that too much? Isn't that like oversaturation on Horizon? Like, I like Horizon a lot.
No, for sure. It's oversaturation for any. If someone were to tell me that my favorite thing ever in the world, let's just say, my favorite movie, The Goonies, right?
Sure.
And all of a sudden, within a 2-year span, I get like 6 Goonie things. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, sure, I'm happy it's there, and I'm happy they're making it, especially a fan of Horizon. I'm happy it's going to live on, and we're going to get new things out of it, but too much is too much. I don't want it to become an Assassin's Creed. We're all burnt out on it.
And that's a great question, C Fresh, who writes in, the MMO, is it different from the multiplayer game?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Is it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how much, and even like that's how much Horizon's out there. Where you're like, you'll have people going, wait, is it this? Are they the same? It's like, well, at the same exact time though, none of these projects are out in the open. They're just for the nerds.
Yeah,
exactly. They're just for us nerds out there to devour and kind of talk amongst ourselves. So like, for all that we know, one of those Horizon projects, 2 of those, even all of them, could be scrapped and thrown away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thrown in a bin. So like, at the same exact time, just because there's 6 projects in the making doesn't mean that 6 get made. But even then, it's like 4 is still a lot. And I don't know if like that's just too much Horizon.
Let's take the Netflix show out of it.
Okay.
I think that can live on its own.
You think so?
Absolutely, it can. I think most people would not be upset with getting a game and the show close together.
Right. No, I think you're right there.
See the I mean, we saw it with Last of Us. We just saw it with Fallout, where everyone's like, "Oh, this show's awesome. Let me play Fallout," and Fallout like took over everyone's lives for a week or two.
Yeah.
Like that, I think can live in a happy marriage together.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when we get a game before, then the show, then a game after, then a year later another game, then it's a lot. And then it's just like, all right, how can I keep up with everything?
Right. Or just like I get fatigued. Like look at the MCU, right? Everybody's like, listen, I'll see Deadpool and Wolverine, but the rest of this, I don't know.
Watching X-Men 97 like right now.
Right now, dude.
What a season of television.
Oh, God is real.
My God.
I'm just gonna say it. All right, God's real,
Jeez.
and
I think they're putting out a behind the scenes of the making of the show. I think next
it's out now, I believe.
It's out now?
Yep.
Sweet. Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up. We gotta go. I gotta see how they did all those Nightcrawler scenes.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think a lot of this is also like hyperbole of like, come on, do we need this much Horizon? I think there's some projects that are overblown. Like, I genuinely don't think we need a Horizon Zero Dawn remake. I do think that's overboard.
Sure.
The game still looks really good and plays really good. A multiplayer game? Sure. If it's done right, yeah. An MMO? Cool. Okay. I dig that idea, and Csoft working on it. All right. The Lego game? Weird. Maybe that's a little bit too much. But like at the end of the day, I think you're right, Kyle. The one thing that we're not seeing is like when the Fallout show did what it did, every single Fallout game was selling like hotcakes. It was Fallout 4, the #1 selling game for April last month.
Yeah. People actually decided to spend time in Fallout 76. It was wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So as we sit here, we besmirch it. We do forget the Fallout effect of like, yeah, there is a Fallout 76. There is a Fallout show. And they just updated Fallout 4, but nobody's complaining that this is too much Fallout. There's a Fallout Fortnite crossover that I'm really excited about. So I think you're right. I think it's like social media being negative because, as with all things social media, you don't get likes from not dunking on things.
And like Cypher Primus in chat says, as long as they're spread out,
yeah,
I'm totally fine with it.
That's true.
I'm totally fine with it.
That said, the third and last question from Black Wyvern writes, if this Lego game turns out to be true, it is, what other PlayStation exclusive games would you like to see as Lego games? Specifically, what are your thoughts? What would your thoughts be on a Lego Bloodborne with 60 FPS? Honestly, I don't care how I get the 60 FPS. I'm in on that Bloodborne Lego-ified remake. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
I think we said it before, but because of the Lego humor, I would love to see a Last of Us Lego game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun.
Just to see how that works. Honestly, whatever you took it out of my mouth. I think that is what I'd like to see.
That'd be hilarious.
Or a Lego. Oh wait, no, yeah, I think we did talk about this last week.
Yeah.
Lego Order 1886 or something like that. Yeah.
I would love to see though a Lego. Which boss from Bloodborne would you like to see a Lego version of?
Amygdala.
I was about to say Amygdala.
Yeah. Yeah. I would also.
Cleric
I would
Beast
like
would
to
be
see.
dope though. If we get like a tall neck version of a Cleric Beast that we can actually build.
Yes.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
We get to build the Hunter's Dream because like they have those like, here's the Legos for adults.
Just
boys.
give me the lantern, honestly.
Oh my!
Like a Lego version of the lantern
and the little creepy boys.
Yes.
I'm in. I'm
Come
sold.
on, let's go.
I do want to see the canceled Mega Bloks Halo game.
Was there an actual game in the works?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And there was actually footage of the Master Chief running around, third person, in Mega Bloks form, dude. Like, hell yes.
I wonder, do you think this talk of a Lego Horizon game and actually working on it, how soon after this Lego set do you think they got to work on it? Or was it like already a deal and this was them kind of testing the waters a little bit?
I would even say testing the waters. I think it's like, hey, listen, TT Games probably. They're like, you need work. We would like to broaden out our Horizon series because we have other projects in the works. Could you make us a Lego version of this game?
Yeah.
And TT was like, okay, cool, we'll make it for you. And I think that's what happened.
How was that Star Wars game with the new engine?
It's great.
Was it good?
It's great. Yeah. Legitimately, it's a really good time.
Sweet.
So. All right, as we say this, I don't hate this idea anymore. All right, Kyle, let's talk about this crazy headline that I saw.
This is insane. I did not know this was a thing until I saw the doc. Mike Straw over at Insider Gaming writes, Arrowhead Game Studios wants to be the next From Software. With the success of Helldivers 2, Arrowhead Game Studios has some big new aspirations. In a new interview with GamesIndustry.biz former CEO, now Chief Creative Officer, Johan Pilstedt, said that the studio wants to become the next major studio like Blizzard or From Software. Quote, we pride ourselves on being an independent studio, he told the outlet when talking about making the games they want. We have to see what the future holds, but there's nothing in the plans where we want to be acquired by somebody. I want to see how high we can fly. And bringing Shams on board, we have a good potential to realize that future of turning into the next From Software or Blizzard, end quote. How that looks exactly isn't clear because it's not something that happens overnight. Even with the fast rise of Helldivers 2, new CEO Shams Georgiani says he knows there is work to be done, but that he doesn't want the company to lose focus of why they do what they do. Quote, we will see growth, but growth as a means to an ends, not as an end itself, Georgiani said. We don't have plans to go public, none of those shenanigans. Measured growth that allows us to make amazing games and be a good place to work. We don't run the business for monetary gain, Pilestedt said. The humbleness and the desire to just make games is the only reason we exist, end quote.
I love that quote so much.
It's really good.
Out of everybody doing like, it's acquisition season, consolidation's great, and then we're seeing all of it play out, and it's not great, and it doesn't benefit us in the freaking slightest, right? We just see thousands of people just lose their jobs. That's all we've seen so far, right? And like the next bit of news isn't great either. So even with you making a hit game and PlayStation's fastest selling game ever, you know, listen, they're not ruling out that they won't be bought out. Like they word it in some careful ways, but by just saying, hey, listen, we don't run the business for strictly monetary gain. Hell yes. Like, I love them saying, no, we want to be, like, seeing their ambition. We want to be the next From Software. We want to be the next Blizzard. Like, that's what we need more of. And I think, you know, the success of Helldivers, they definitely, and my dog's crying in the background because she's been bad today, so that's distracting me. But like, seeing the success of Helldivers, you got to put yourself in Johan's position of like, yeah, this is really great. I bet Sony walked up to him going, hey, bud, we love you and what you did for us. This is a lot of money. But then at the same exact time, you're seeing everyone lose their jobs over miscalculations through all these mergers, these M&As deals. And you kind of have to say to yourself, you know what? Let's just say Helldivers 2 dies tomorrow, which no shot at this point. Or Helldivers 3 doesn't work out for us. Or our next new IP just doesn't pan out. At least we go out on our terms. I really dig that.
Yeah.
It's like, let's shoot for the sky. We know that we have something here. Let's do this. I don't know. I really like it.
No, I do love that. And just to play devil's advocate, because I agree with everything you said, there are other studios that have said the same thing and have ended up being acquired. So, like, anything is possible. I hope they stick to their guns, because it is, to me, the way to go.
Yeah.
As much as it's a fun thing to be like, hey, we have them on the team. But, like, it's now more important than ever that studios kind of stick to their guns and make games they want to make and not have any added extra pressure to perform and be allowed to have that freedom to just make great stuff and make the stuff they want to make.
I mean, whether, again, and we're going to talk about it later, but like whether you are PlayStation London studio or part of Firesprite, whether you are, you know, Hi-Fi Rush, Tango Gameworks, Arcane Austin. You're underneath these big umbrella companies, and you're looking at it, and you go through the success of Helldivers, and you're like, shit, you laid off. There is no safety net here. So if there's truly no safety net here, then why not we go on our own and again just make those ambitious risks, and then knowing that people are going to come to you and court you for going, hey, listen, can you make something like this on here? Like, that has to sway folks one way or the other, especially, people like Arrowhead. So, I really like this news. I think if you asked me like a month or two ago, we would both be saying, yeah, they're gonna get acquired. It's just a matter of if, not even when. But now it's like, no, I actually don't. I like the current size of PlayStation where it is in terms of studios. I don't need any more of this. Let them keep making Helldivers 2 if they want to make a sequel, which chances are they will. Great. If they want to bring it to more platforms, great. Just let the team make the games. Let them go out there and make those risks. I think that's great. I don't know.
Agreed.
All right, Kyle. Let's get into the next bit of news here. Got a lot of news this week. This was actually a huge week. Now just getting into it. We're not even at the predictions part. It's nuts.
Andy Robinson over at VGC writes, IGN agrees to a deal for gamer network sites that includes Eurogamer and GamesIndustry.biz. The UK-based games media company has been acquired for an unknown sum from ReedPop, the PAX and New York Comic Con organizer, which acquired it in 2018. The news was shared on Tuesday, along with confirmation that the acquisition will result in redundancies across the organization. Events such as EGX and MCM will remain with ReedPop. Gamer Network's publications include GamesIndustry.biz, Eurogamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, VG247, and Dicebreaker. The business also holds shares in Outside Xbox, Digital Foundry, and Hookshot, which operates Nintendo Life, Push Square, Pure Xbox, and Time Extension. Gamer Network is also the commercial partner of this website, VGC, under contract. However, 1981 Media Limited privately owns the website. IGN Entertainment is the division of Ziff Davis that includes IGN, Map Genie, How Long to Beat, and Humble Bundle.
Jesus Christ. And immediately we've seen really quality reporters like Brandon Sinclair over at GamesIndustry.biz being laid off. It's like they bought them and then they just started stripping them immediately of their talent.
Of like people that have been there forever. And like, as I work in games PR, and these are people I pitch to every day, and now they're gone. And it's wild. It's absolutely wild.
It's just absolutely brutal. This, like, we're getting to the point where like when it comes to like organizations within games that aren't like, because the unsexy thing is like there are a few entities that do just own all these gaming publications, right? Like they're all parent companies to these law firms that don't really give a damn, don't know what they write, and rather replace them with AI. And it seems like this is just further rushed those conclusions. Like it's really brutal. And I'm tired of seeing this, man. It's
awful.
Yeah. It's why independent sites, independent creators such as us, are so important. Like I saw VGC go out there going, hey, how interested would you be in a Patreon from us? It's like, I would be I want to support that.
Yeah.
You're seeing the Game Informer crew go, hey, listen, we want to make the magazine. $20 a month gets you the.
It's awesome, by the way.
A year, I think, or something like crazy. It's like
it's insanely cheap for like a year or 2 years.
I think it's like $35 for 2 years. Like
it's crazy.
Yes. You got Steve Tortillo going, hey, I'm making a Substack, $100 for the whole year, get you all these really awesome in-depth articles. Please support these people. Seriously. And not just like us, right, on Patreon, but like go to someone else's Patreon. If you got, again, it's a coffee a month, throw $1 their way. It really does help them out, because what we're starting to see here is the beginning of the end of for lack of better words, print media.
Not even just monetary. Like, actually read the articles, interact with them, share them, talk them up, and not just strictly just go to the big sites that we know and love and share those articles out and share them and just read them. Like, actually go and read smaller sites reviews. Read their features, actually interact with their stuff. That's why we say, like, like and subscribe, the typical YouTube thing, but like, it means a lot, which, like, for the YouTube algorithm, for us to show up to more people's feeds that aren't subscribed or don't know us, it's all because we need to make sure that's pumped up. And it's I don't like shilling for that at all, but like, it's part of the game. And there's so many people out there, so many people doing great work. We're all trying to fight for a spot. So please support the smaller people, monetary or not, just like interact in some small way.
I mean, it's even like when we read these stories out, it's really imperative for us to go, hey, Andy Robinson wrote this, or like the amazing and talented Sermina Khan wrote this.
It's
like
one of my favorite things that we changed when we started doing that.
Yeah.
So we're not taking it as our words. We're actually like, these people work very hard to write this stuff.
And you should be checking out their sites. Like, PlayStation Lifestyle is the site that I literally click on first in the morning. Like,
we use Push Square all the time.
All the time. Like VGC all the time. So like, if you use these people's work, like whether you're like, using it for your podcast or whether attribution's incredibly important. That's why, like, for us, we read the stories out there because we want you to have the information that we have, but also to spotlight these people doing it. But like, if you're listening to their shows, if you're reading their content, man, some kind words really does help, because this industry is so goddamn brutal. And again, the scary thing is that it makes the individual content creator more and more influential. And I'm the content creator that will tell you that's not good, because we lack the journalistic integrity that a VGC does, right? We lack the know-with-all and the self-control than like a PlayStation Lifestyle does when they have, reports, this, that, and the other thing. You get told one thing and you're like, ooh-wee, and you want to spill it out on socials. Like, there's no self-control when it comes to the video content creation, because it's all about instantaneous, SEO grabs. It's why I go to these sites to get news mainly than YouTube or than YouTube, because I'd rather listen to what Andy Robinson says and then listen to a conversation or on a podcast about what they have to say and get that informed opinion, rather than the 9-minute, YouTube video of some guy that I don't know how he got this information, because he's not telling me. And while we see a lot of YouTubers like champion this in the console war games, it's like they will have no content to take from without the people's hard work that write these stories. So it's important, man.
Do you want to just say that Joe and we will not spew out secrets, or if we have an embargo, we're not going to talk about it ahead of time? Just want to make that clear in case PlayStation and other people are listening.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing.
Because you're like, video people like us, we don't have journalistic integrity.
True. It's the one thing that we try. Yeah, it's the one thing that we try to do as Enthusiast Press, is tell you we're Enthusiast Press. We don't have all the answers. I'm not going to ever claim to be the encyclopedia of PlayStation. And we don't do what I think a lot of folks do, which is like, for example, if I get information, right, I'll be very vague about it.
Like, I'm not PlayStation.
I'm not gonna be like, I have the whole list of the PlayStation Showcase. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I like to troll you from time to time. Like, I got my uncle at PlayStation just to get your goat. But like, I'm not gonna purposely share an announcement that's not my announcement.
Yeah,
because that would be.
Absolutely.
I think that would be a dick move. Yeah. Even as we get to the predictions part of the show, like, I may know a few things, but I'm not here to tell you it.
Nope.
Because that's not my place. Some people, that's totally up to them, by the way. I'm not judging. If that's your shtick, that's fine. You go, you do it. But yeah, for me, it's just, I'd rather not.
Rather not.
Yeah. Like, again, like, we have friends and acquaintances at studios. And the one thing that, like, I never do is like, hey, what are you working on?
Oh
It's like,
God, no! I would never.
no. I don't even know how to start that sentence.
Yeah, no.
I could
No.
never be part of Watergate. They would assassinate me ASAP. I'm
Yeah.
the janitor that actually was like, what's the commotion going on in this room? Going on. All right, Kyle. Let's get into the second to last big news of the night.
Sarmina Khan over at PS Lifestyle writes, new PlayStation Handheld reported again, supposedly runs PS4 games. Another leaker has claimed that a PSP, PS Vita style PlayStation handheld is in the works, and it'll supposedly support PS4 games at launch. The handheld was first rumored back in February. The following month, reports surfaced that Microsoft is working on a gaming handheld. Could both companies be preparing portable systems? Prior rumors suggest upcoming PlayStation handheld will be a next-gen system. The latest report comes from Russian journalist Anton Logvinov via Reset Era, who first leaked Death Stranding and Horizon Zero Dawn PC ports prior to their announcements. There's some skepticism about Longvinov's reporting, so take this rumor with a grain of salt. However, known leaker Moore's Law is Dead, who first leaked PS5 Pro specs, is also convinced that a PS Vita S system is coming. Logvinov claims that the PSP-like handheld will support PS4 games at launch. He also likened the device to Steam Deck, which somewhat aligns with what MLID said back in February. MLID claimed that the handheld will feature a custom AMD accelerated processing unit and will be backwards compatible with digital PS4 games as well as PS5 games with a, quote, pro-like patch applied, end quote. He further suggested that the device will be part of PlayStation's next-gen hardware family, possibly launching with or after the PS6.
Now, this is where we get a little crazy. This is where we get a little technical, and I'm going to lose you, Kyle. I understand that. But this is also an updated report from Zarmina saying PS6 might have an ARM CPU. Sony job ad suggests a new SIE job advertisement has some fans convinced that the PS6 CPU will be ARM-based. The job is for system software development that will task the incumbent with ensuring that games and programs are compatible across different architectures. ARM processors have seen rapid advancement, with major companies, including Microsoft, Apple, opting for custom ARM-based chips. In fact, there have been rumblings that the next Xbox will also be switching from x86 to ARM architecture. Okay, so pretty much, Kyle, ARM architecture makes it very easy for things like the Xbox Series, whatever next, and the next PlayStation to be shrunken down into smaller and different even form factors.
Okay.
So it's not to say like, oh, the next PlayStation 6, right, is this ARM-based architecture and it's a console. It's like, no, theoretically, we could take this board and slap it on a TV or shrink it down and slap it onto a iPad so that you can run mobile games easier.
Is it going to cost an arm and a leg? Wink.
I hate that he did that, and I hate how much. I honestly hate how much I enjoyed it.
I honestly, reading this, I'm kind of mad.
Why?
They should have just effing waited and just given us this and not the Portal.
What? Well,
I'm having issues with my Portal. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm a proud Portal boy. Okay, stand back, stand by, Portal pal, brethren.
PPs.
Okay, PPs in the chat. Stand by. I don't think without the Portal we get this. To be honest.
Oh, I think they were being developed around the same time.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I think someone's just like, hey, listen, we have this idea for the next console, but let's see if there's movement here for a device like this, because we see the Steam Deck, we see, the Nintendo Switch flying off the shelves. Let's make a test to see if there is, an audience here. And I think they saw it and they're like, okay, well, this is definitely where we're going with the next iteration of PlayStation. Because I do think this is launching. Here's my theory. All right?
Just let me download the games. That's all I want.
So would you be okay if the next PlayStation, the PS6,
yep,
is maybe the same power of a PlayStation 5, but it's dockable. Because that's where I definitely see the next PlayStation going.
Oh, we're switching it up.
We're switching it up. That was my little Switch sound effect. I hope you
Honestly, and I'll be completely real with you, games already look fucking great. I
Right?
don't need a new whatever. Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with the way games are looking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it,
Okay.
but it's. I feel like that would be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of PlayStation fans.
Why? How?
I just think because when you see it, you think Switch, and Switch is underpowered already. And them thinking it's an inferior product, whether it's not or whether it is or it isn't.
I think the only concern to me comes from the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, right? What's the battery life going to look on this
Sure.
console?
Yeah.
Because to me, the way I think about this is like Sony is thinking about how do I grow this console base? Because what I already have, this big old tower over here, is good and all, but it's only going to sell upwards to 100 million units. So I need to find another market where I think games need dedicated devices for that aren't just PCs. And I think that's where the dockable PlayStation comes into play. And I think that's where the PlayStation 6, that's where I see more potential from it.
Yeah.
Where it's like the stock in, take it with you on the road, whatever the case may be. Go play Balatro on it to God of War Ragnarok 4.
Yeah, no, I mean, I will love it. But like you said, battery life, what's the form factor? How meaty is it going to be? How beefy is it? Like, is it portable?
So let's talk about this controller.
Well,
what happens to my DualSense?
Like, the portal already is, like, really big.
Yeah.
So it is portable, but you can't, like, the Switch has it beat on that front. Like, I'm not super opposed to it.
Okay.
I just need... I don't know. I just need to like really think it out a little bit.
So what if let's think it out. What if we have a tower-based solution, and instead of a cheaper, quote unquote, cheaper price point, the cheaper price point is this hybrid solution? Would that make you happy?
I just thought of no, it will not make me happy, and I'm also not okay with it anymore because this means physical games are no more.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
I take that back.
All right. What if it is like the PSP? UMD, there's no case.
Jesus Christ.
There was nothing ever wrong with those UMDs, Kyle. You telling me there's something wrong with them? You telling me if we actually hit a bump in the car that my game would go?
Yeah.
How about my hundreds of seasons of the Chappelle Show? It played great.
Hundreds of seasons?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You remember working at GameStop?
Yes.
You had hundreds of copies of the Chappelle Show.
Only because they could only fit like 3 episodes on a UMD.
But technology's advanced.
Technology is crazy.
You know?
Nerd chat, yes, I do want a Walkman that's also a game console. Let me put the disc in it.
Come on. I know. I think this is pretty cool. I actually want something that is dedicated and I could take it on the go. Like the Portal has convinced me that this is actually something I definitely want. And as much as I appreciate the Steam Deck and I appreciate the ROG Ally, they still feel like, no disrespect, but like prototype software on it. So I would love to see what a PlayStation hardware device not connected to the cloud would do. And I think, I don't know. I think that's exciting for me because I would love to play Ghost of Tsushima on an OLED handheld. You know?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
We also can't just not overlook the Vita.
Yeah.
The Vita was also a handheld machine that had its own games. You play on the go. It had an OLED version too, and not many people supported it because it wasn't their thing. So,
Daddy Diwali writes in, why does Joe always demand to come to our show, but never invites us into the trophy room? That's because y'all say some really crazy stuff and people need to correct you. That's where I come in.
Ay.
Y'all say some really baseless shit.
I love my Vita. I'd be so
Yeah,
down for another Vita, but not many people
absolutely.
did love the Vita. So
But that's the thing. It's like, listen, with the Vita, the games are almost there. Now with like the Nintendo Switch, it's like, no, games are there. The Steam Deck, no, like I could play Elden Ring on it. Sure, it's gonna sound real loud like a PS4, but like I could play it for 45 minutes.
yeah.
If we could get it to where, hey, listen, I could play these games for 4 or 5 hours, and I know that's a stretch.
I mean,
But
you would second guess not bringing it on your trip to Italy.
yeah,
You would definitely be bringing it.
yes, absolutely, I would be. Because I'm like, what am I gonna play the Portal on hotel,
No,
Wi-Fi?
I can't even play my Portal 5 feet away from my PS5 without it lagging.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, I think I think we're gonna see a hybrid console for sure. I don't have any doubt in my mind.
Okay.
That said, the Green Gorilla Gamer writes in. Hopefully, we didn't already answer this. Sup, boys? I'm catching up on the show since today is my second day of work. Thank you for the
Yay.
congrats here and on last week's show. Since I'm catching up, holy shit, that Gooner moment had me in stitches. The music just about killed me. I wish I could remember what happened last week, but I could see grass and go, oh, that's, Company of Heroes 2.
I don't remember
It's
last
weird how
week.
my
Yeah,
brain
watch
works.
some pre-show, everybody. Wild.
I love when
Only
people
on
like,
YouTube, by the way.
there are some podcasters going like, I think Paris is like, hey, this is something I said 6 months ago. I go, Paris, in my mind, I'm like, how did you remember what you said last week?
I sat down here. I talked for 2 hours. I don't remember what it was.
I don't. Come
I'm
on.
sure
I
everyone
can't.
listening is like, yeah, no, duh. You repeat yourselves all the time.
Ah, boo to those
If I'm
people.
lying, I'm dying. You know what I'm saying?
So, question one. If Sony actually announces another handheld and they actually support it instead of dropping it like VR, would you want to see them port PSP and PS Vita games?
Oh.
Or would it be similar situation to the difficulties devs had with not being able to port PSVR games to PSVR 2? But if so, which ones? And do you want it to be similar to the Vita or portable? In form factor, I would like it to look more like a Vita,
Yes.
but with grips,
Yes.
actual grips on it, and then I
Yep.
would be. And again, this thing's gonna be big, so I'm thinking a large Vita with
Yep.
like the size of a Steam Deck, and I don't want it to play PS Vita games or PSP games. I want it to play PlayStation 4 and 5 games.
Yeah, I don't think them doing a handheld just means that PSP and Vita games will be on it. I'm sure they would be part of like the classics offering, but that's a lot of work. Excuse me, I got like a burp.
I know I got
I got,
indigestion
like,
too.
Caught.
Yeah.
Because if what you're saying is the case, and it is a dockable console, they would have to build it to work docked anyway. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense, like taking an older game and putting it on the new thing is probably even harder than just
Mhm.
replacing the file name to PSX and then go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. The PSP and Vita games don't interest me more than like being able to play Ghost of Tsushima. That's it. All right, Kyle. This is the next bit of news. I'll read this one here.
Sure.
So Sony Group's corporate strategy meeting for 2024 is literally tomorrow or today, actually, as of recording. Herman Holst and Hideaki Nishino will be there, and there's some feelings that a PlayStation showcase will land sometime next week, maybe the 28th.
Tell me if
maybe the
we've
29th.
heard this before.
Oh, listen, my uncle at PlayStation gets some things right, gets some things wrong.
Yeah.
They're never, don't listen. Are you trying to doubt the credibility of my uncle that works at PlayStation?
1,000,000,000% I am.
Okay, cool. I'll let you know. I'll let him know you said that.
Please give him my well wishes.
I will call him, not right now because he's busy at PlayStation, but like,
He's still working?
yeah, I mean, he's working on the showcase that's going to land on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an eyeball. All right. Oh shit. Savoy Prime writes in. All right, because now it's time for the PlayStation predictions time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's effing go. I'm ready. I'm excited. But we got to do some pre-feelers out here, okay? Some people wrote in some questions. They were great. And how we're going to do predictions this time around, because Lou Rain, shout out to you on Twitter, they gave us this bingo card.
Ooh.
A whole bunch of stuff, a whole lot of predictions, a whole lot of guesses. And the whole point of this is if we get most of them right or we're able to connect a row, we win our predictions. Simple as that. Okay? So I actually, before I even get into the questions, you know how bingo cards, they often have, you know, the one free space? I want to ask you, Kyle. The first question, I'm going to write this on your bingo card, and I'll share it out later on the Discord so everybody can have fun.
Oh, we're
Go
having
pick a
different bingo cards?
Yeah, we're having different bingo cards. Or you want to make one
Oh.
bingo card?
I thought it'd be one for all the community to.
You know what? That makes more
And then we
sense. I've
can-
never played bingo in my life.
Yeah.
All right. Then this is the communal bingo card.
Yeah.
On the free space is next week's show that my uncle promised me is there on the 28th or 30th or 31st or June 1st. Is it a state of play or a actual PlayStation showcase?
Here is where I know for a fact you don't play bingo or ever played bingo.
Why?
The free space in the middle is like a guarantee. That's why it's called the free space.
Okay, so all right. Fair enough. So
Just say PlayStation Studios announces the game.
okay,
We'll
fair
get
enough.
at least one.
That's right.
Announce
writing this
show, it's fine. Either way.
Keep on talking because I'm still writing. I'm
Oh.
a slow writer, Kyle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so free space, you know, PlayStation Studios will be at the show. Showing what? I don't know.
Okay. All right, that's
But
free space.
that's 1,000,000% going to happen.
Okay. So the next bit right here. Is it a state of play or is it a showcase? Right above it.
Or you can just pick a random box if you want.
Sure. You're right. It's bingo. I'll put it somewhere random. Trust
How
me.
about you make how about this? You put one box, it's a state of play. You put another box, it's a showcase.
Because that's how bingo works. All right. Fair enough. Hey, you keep your secrets.
Listen, I've played a bingo here or there.
Okay.
I used to do it at
Okay.
summer camp all the time for Starburst with the campers.
I do it at the group home that I work
Yeah.
in. But I just go, all right, man, it's number 54. Come on, you know? Mike, you got 54? Who's got 54? You know?
Yeah, and
And
bingo
then we
squares.
end up playing the bingo.
Bingo squares are also not questions. They're just
Alright.
things.
All right, audience, you're nitpicking me. Person in the car, play along. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. God forbid we're like, oh, what do you think is there, Kyle? Like, this is different, okay? Different. All right,
I think
Here's-
another square randomly.
randomly.
We see the Naughty Dog logo.
You think we see the Naughty Dog logo?
I don't know if we see it. I'm just saying, for bingo purposes, if it shows up, it'll be there. That's a potential thing.
Okay. Game logo. I'll know what ND stands
Yeah.
for. Okay. Question, Kyle.
Mhm.
Here's a give me one. Do we see the Astro Bot game at this?
Oh, like Astro Bot
Showcase.
emerges.
Yes.
Sure, you can put Astro Bot emerges somewhere on there.
Okay. What do you want that Astro Bot game to be?
A platformer, first and foremost.
Because, like, do you want it to be in the similar vein of, you know, what we got in the PlayStation 5? Or do you think this is like the PlayStation VR, you know, game? No, this is strictly a PS5
PS5,
game?
it's a platform.
Okay.
There's a great one Nerd Chat put in there.
What's that?
Random celebrity appearance. Just make that a square.
Oh, God, I hate that so much.
Whether
What-
that's a voice actor or something, like just a random celebrity appearance. I like that a whole lot.
That's a Jeff Keighley move. Ugh.
No, it's not. There's like actors popping up in games all the time.
That's actually true. What about remakes and remasters? We've seen a whole lot of them,
Mhm.
right? How many do you think we see here?
I'm trying to think about it in terms of a bingo square for you.
Fair enough. But outside of the bingo square.
2.
2. I think we see 3.
Okay.
3 to 5, I would say. Is 5 too many?
5
Like,
is
how
way
many
too
would
many.
be too many? Yeah? It's like,
I think
this
3
is
is too many.
Okay, so do you think it is
I
the
think
Horizon
I
remake?
think it's Blue Point and then Horizon.
So you're still on point with your prediction that Blue Point is making a remake. They're not making an original IP.
Correct.
What makes you think that?
It's just in their DNA. They know how to do it.
Okay, all right.
I'd be so exciting if they do something brand new, but it's their bread and butter. Who knows? They could be working on 2 things at the same time. I don't know.
I mean, they probably are.
Ooh,
That's right.
Ratlin Guardian N says the strategy meeting is live.
That is true.
As we speak.
That is true. Come on, Herman, start talking to me.
I'll
But this
have
is
it
like,
on in the background with captions on,
oh God.
just in case.
What about a remaster, dude? Because like to me, real talk. I listened to Jeff Grubb's predictions. He thought it was going to be sometime next week as well. It aligning with what my uncle at PlayStation says. And he speculated that maybe one of the games that we see is a Sly Cooper game. Now, Jason Schreier's like, yeah, that's not what I've heard. But I want to know what you think. Do you think we see Sly Cooper in this showcase?
No.
No?
No.
I want it to be right.
Then put it down. Sly Cooper shows up.
Because honestly,
that's a good bingo square.
That is a good bingo square. And I feel like Jeff Grubb gets a little bit too much shit. So I'm going to give this one to Grubb. I want Grubb to be right.
It was nothing against Jeff. I love Jeff. I'm just saying I don't think it's in the cards yet.
Why don't you?
Because who's making it?
Blue Point.
No.
Toys for Bob. They made the ultimate swerve.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a company that we don't necessarily know, but they're like, hey, listen, like, we want to revive this IP. You know, here is Sly Cooper 1, and if it works great. I mean, look at Crash Bandicoot got revived, and same with Spyro, right? And listen, success may vary between the titles, but like, they're making Crash games again. Mm-hmm. If I'm Sony, I'm looking at my beloved mascot IP and go, what's one that we think could work well and isn't just a copy paste from other games? And I think Sly Cooper, I remember playing it going like, this is actually so far ahead of its time and different from what other platformers were trying to do. So I would actually love Sly Cooper to have a remake. Okay.
Joe, spur of the moment thought.
Yeah.
Should I go to our live react scene and just put this corporate thing on mute up for people to watch the subtitles?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case.
Is it the most boring businessman?
It's a very empty room. I can't hear it because the subtitles are on, but
there's probably an echo in that Hilton.
Probably. It's also going to be 90 minutes long.
Ooh, goodness gracious, absolutely not. Okay, now let's take a break from our little predictions so far.
Oh, perfect! It's already lined up. That's great.
And let's get into the first question that we could turn into a bingo square. Okay?
Sure.
Cowboy Danger D writes in, let's talk about what will make you roll your eyes the most. A half-baked VR game trailer or another far-away live service generic shooter? Your thoughts.
Oh my god. That live service one.
Really?
That's the one that would roll my eyes.
So you're not excited for Concord in the slightest?
Nope.
Really? After the success of Helldivers, you're just like, I'm not going to give it a chance?
Joe, how much Helldivers did I play?
Not enough, because you've been on an anti-democracy kick lately, and I'm kind of concerned.
Oh, you got me.
you keep on complaining how cold it is in that courtroom, and I'm getting concerned about it, you know?
Man, you figured me out.
Honestly, can I be real? Generic VR announcement.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead at this point. just bury it. It sucks to say, because they're not backing this thing. They're not being
No.
serious about it, and it really hurts. But to me, I think that would make me roll my eyes. It's just like, all right, here's another VR thing that you're not gonna advertise in the slightest, and that's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt me emotionally.
Joe, for the reason for my excited like weird look, they have like Sony Life Care on the screen right now. Like when they have their own Sony healthcare system.
It's right.
Crazy. This is also all of Sony, by the way. It's not just a PlayStation thing.
I want a Sony CPAP machine.
Give me
Let's
trophies
go.
as I sleep.
That's right. Entered REM sleep. Bam, pop a silver trophy. You know? Jesus Christmas. Okay. Next question comes from Todd Aksha. Since we're not getting any big sequels from first party this fiscal year, do you expect new IP from Media Molecule and Bluepoint? You said Bluepoint, but let's say Media Molecule to be shown.
Ooh.
New IP.
I think it's still too early.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually think for both of them. I think it's too early for both.
Not for Bluepoint.
I think so.
Joe, Demon Souls came out in 2020.
All right. Games take 5 to 6 years to cook up. 5 to 7 years now.
Nah.
You know? God forbid
way.
they're not working on my Bloodborne. They're working on an original
How close
IP.
together was the Shadows remake to Demon Souls?
All right. Fair enough. Point. So you really do think Bluepoint's here?
Yeah.
And you really think what did you think they're working on?
Hold on, what's that neon koi symbol there? Do you know what neon koi is?
Neon Koi is their mobile game.
Okay, because that was part of the gaming section.
Yeah. That would also be something that gets me to roll my eyes. Kyle, what else would you like to see? What's another prediction you'd like to throw out there
For the bingo board?
for this? Not even just for the bingo board, but just in general. What would you like to see play at this PlayStation State of Play? Talk to me here.
You know what?
What?
I've been clamoring for one for so long. And I feel like you're going to be on my side on this one.
Okay.
I want an exclusive first-person shooter game.
Okay.
Not a live service game.
Not a live.
Like
not
a single-player first-person shooter game, like a Resistance, a Killzone. That is what I want to see.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's put it. Yeah. I want to see. Honestly, I want to see Resistance on PS5. Why can't I have it?
Yeah.
All right,
you know what? That's actually a good bingo spot for you too. Is Insomniac going to show something, or say just put Insomniac shows something?
All right. Here's where we get to the good parts.
Oh, the other parts are good.
No, I mean, it's been great so far.
For audio listeners, I'm now watching, and the live chat's also now watching a car.
Yep.
And they're talking about filming things now. Creativity.
That's great. Kyle.
Yes.
What? I mean, let's put Insomniac in here, but I want to really spice it up. Do we see Wolverine or do we see Venom?
We see Wolverine.
You think we see Wolverine before we see Venom?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Here's why.
Tell me.
We'll see Venom at Summer Game Fest. Because PlayStation last couple of years, they, like we talked about last week, they've had a history of showing thing at their own thing and then hopping on over to Jeff's show.
See, for me, I think that game's Concord. I think Concord should.
Way.
Yeah, I think yes way. That is a thing that is coming out this year. They want to promote that thing at Summer Game Fest, so you get all eyes on it. Absolutely.
I understand your logic, but we've only seen a 20-second clip from it. That's all we've seen.
But they said, okay, listen, they've stated, we're not going to see the big existing IPs for the next year. If anything's going to show up at at Jeff's show, I think Concord, because you need that to show up because it is new. You do want more eyes on it. This is for, remember, Concord's not just going to be it's not just going to be a PlayStation game, it's coming to PC too. And the audience for Summer Game Fest, one would assume it's from multiple platforms watching this thing.
I'm just thinking of, like, again, my examples of the last couple of years being Last of Us and Spider-Man 2. I don't think Concord is in the same vein yet.
Okay.
I feel like we need to see more of it before it goes on a big stage.
But that's exactly why you're gonna see more of it.
Yeah, we'll see more of it at the PlayStation show, not at SGF.
And I think you're being a bit of a Luke Lore, which means a real stinker about this.
What are you talking about?
I think it deserves a spotlight because like Last of Us Part 1 was a remake. It wasn't like the biggest thing in the world that gets dropped there alongside the first screens of The Last of Us.
You're
show.
not wrong that it needs a spotlight.
Okay.
But it also needs more footage to show us why we should be excited. Like, it needs to get the spotlight to begin with because everyone laughed at what we've seen already because it was a 20-second thing.
But again, that's why it makes sense on this because we're showing more of it.
I know what you're saying. I just think Jeff would rather show off a known IP already on his stage coming from PlayStation.
I think Jeff is happy with whatever the fuck we give him.
I don't know.
Listen, I want to root for guys. I want to root for teams. Can I just put at the top here?
I'm not rooting for them.
I think you're not rooting for him.
But
can I put Concord in here and I say it looks good? On top of here. And I just say Concord and then in.
So you're on my side that it will be part of the PlayStation show?
Yes.
Okay, fine. You can put Concord looks good.
Okay, Concord looks good. Okay.
Oh, they're talking about game engines. I don't know if that means for gaming. Oh, yep. There's 2 people holding a DualSense.
Damn, Concord.
Games are computer graphics that are generated in real time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate that.
At least they showed the right controllers because these people don't know. Yeah,
absolutely.
These people do not know.
It drives me nuts when I watch like a cable commercial and they're playing on a PlayStation with an Xbox controller or a
Nothing
Nintendo.
Pisses me off more when I hear the generic like asteroid boop, and they have like a 360 controller and they're moving the analog sticks unrealistically. Like, come on, guys. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we finally see what Ben's cooking up?
Ooh.
Do we finally see it? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's give it out to Ben.
Oh, they're talking about the 3rd Venom movie, Craven, the Karate Kid's getting a new movie? I didn't know that. Yeah. Audio listeners, I'm sorry. I'm reading off of the live stream right now. The strategy meeting.
So, Kyle, what's your next prediction? What's something you'd like to see at that PlayStation showcase? We got Ben shows up.
Okay.
We got the Insomniac
for the bingo board.
Yeah.
No less than 4 indies.
4 indies. Okay.
Yep.
4 indies. No less.
What they are? I don't know. At least one of them I think is Plucky Squire.
You think that's where we get the release date?
Yes. Unless Devolver's doing a show. I don't know if Devolver's doing a show yet.
Could we? They are. They said like.
Did they?
Devolver Direct when with a question mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we see one of these games get announced as like?
Oh, look, they're talking about VR. That's crazy.
Oh, whoa! Do you think we get a hey, this is coming to PlayStation Plus day and date reveal, or that they're gonna save that for another time?
Ooh. I think they would. Specifically with Plucky Squire, yes. Day and date on PS Plus.
Oh, really? I don't think so because I think Devolver's very anti that. They they believe in traditional. This is how we sell again.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think a PS Plus drop, I think, would get people excited.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure. Stingray said it's their AR headset.
Yay!
Headset.
All right, Kyle. What's the next little prediction that you got going on here, sir? Do you think? And I actually, for the bingo board, I'll fill it out with Horizon.
Okay.
Do you think the Lego Horizon games actually? I know I talked about this a little last week, but like, do you really think the Lego game, the Horizon game, is a game, or do you think it's actually a mode within the Horizon remake? Akin to like with the Master Chief collection,
Oh,
right? Where you
that
toggle
is
on the
a
graphics on and off.
great point.
Yeah, I know. Again, I know I talked about it a little bit last week, but I generally think that that's really interesting.
Do you think Lego would be okay with it just being like an in-game filter and not its own game?
You're right. Damn it.
I like that idea a whole lot, but I don't know
Right?
if Lego would be like, it's just a skin, it's just a
Yeah.
filter. Like, let's make
Because
our,
it's all or
whole
nothing,
thing.
baby.
Yeah. No, I think it's its own game.
Okay. How many Horizon announcements do we get?
1.
So
Wait, 2. I'll include the show.
yeah. Oh, you do you think there's gonna be another piece of media here? Like you think you're gonna see something that's not games related?
Twisted Metal
Okay.
Season 2, Horizon Netflix
Okay.
show.
I'm gonna just put TV announcement.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I like this. Can I be honest? I like this. I'm having fun here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more little predictions, Kyle.
The
All
3
right.
little things that were just on screen were creations. I think it was products.
Products.
Semiconductors.
That's what I like to see, baby.
Yeah.
That's right. What do you think, Kyle? What's the next prediction that you would like to see? Do we get to see Ghost 2? And does Ghost 2 close out the showcase?
Oh, man. It's a great question. And I forgot what I said on the post show last week.
I don't know either.
Again, we just show up, we talk, and then it's gone.
It's gone.
Do we see Ghost?
Yeah. I think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's honestly, I think it's overdue, to be honest.
Also, Hiroki Totoki is now on stage.
Oh, damn, look at him. He's looking fly. He is shirtless and he's rocking a six-pack. Kyle, next question, because Herman and Nishino are the new CEOs. Do we see one of them or both of them on stage?
Both.
Okay. Okay, both CEOs on stage.
Wow, Uncharted 4 is there on that screen. And Horizon Zero Dawn's pretty big, front and center. On whatever they're talking about. Oh, the IP going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, so Horizon show.
Yes.
Got it.
All right, Kyle. Last prediction.
Okay.
And then we're gonna leave the rest to our Discord to pick out. Ready? What do you think is the big what do you think is the big thing everybody's gonna talk about? Like what is your big eye in the or pie in the sky prediction?
It's a Bloodborne remake.
Damn, he took what I was gonna say, guys.
It doesn't matter when they show it in the show, if they show it, but when it does, that's the only thing people will care about.
I mean, yeah, it's about time, and we're sick of waiting.
Again, I do know we talked about this last week. It's the 10-year anniversary next March.
Yep.
If there was any time, it's now.
Yeah.
It's right now. Like,
yeah.
Come on. Why not? All these other PlayStation IP, beloved IP, have some sort of remaster, remake, some sort of love and, put into it. Since
Let's do
release.
Rattling Guardian writes Uncharted 5.
I mean,
do we see Uncharted 5 here, Kyle?
That'd be pretty cool. I'm kind of into it.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down. Rattling, you're here. This is all you, buddy. All right, not me.
Did you, by the way, was it after we recorded?
What's that?
But 2K was like, hey, SGF, a beloved franchise, we'll be back. Like, just say it's BioShock and let's move on.
just say BioShock, get me excited, and then
we know it's been in the works for a while now. Let's just.
If it's Borderlands, I would actually be really pissed off. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not me, but
oh, dude, I'm so tired. So here's my predictions, because I think, truthfully, I do think this is gonna be a smaller show. I don't think we get a showcase. I think this is a state of play. As much as I know we all want it, we have dreams of a PlayStation showcase because last year's was dismal. I think PlayStation has to talk about what is in the next 8 months for PlayStation, right?
Oh,
what is
absolutely.
the next year going, or not year, what's the next fiscal year going to look like for PlayStation more so than, hey, what's coming out in 2026? I think the thing that we don't talk about, and I don't think a lot of shows talk about when they're talking about all these predictions, is Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out next year in the fall. That means if you're Wolverine, like, as much as we love Wolverine, as much as I love Marvel, it ain't GTA. GTA is the most popular entertainment IP in the world. It sold over 200 plus million units. Whenever that game comes out, everybody's going to move their move their games back, right? Why did I say clocks? I have no idea. But, to me, I think that puts a lot of these announcements with question marks of like, should we even show a game that's coming out 2 years from now? Because that doesn't even make sense to do because we don't even know what our holiday is looking like right now. Like if we have no existing IPs for the next literal this time this year, I don't think it benefits PlayStation to announce them this early. I think waiting a few months and having the showcase sometime in September makes more sense. Just so that time has passed, you've gotten all these games front and center, that you're promoting this holiday, and then you can announce the big pie in the sky things. And I know I see the dumb metaverse that that Sony is showcasing. It makes zero sense. You're seeing blimps from the horizon in there.
Also, David in chat says worst part about being in the industry is that you can't participate in fun speculation combos.
I mean,
Please
that's
don't
my
get in trouble.
uncle. That's my uncle at Sony.
Yeah, that weird metaverse thing was wild.
Very weird. Yeah, very weird. But yeah, that's what I think. I think it's something small, but that doesn't mean that like just because it's a state of play, it's going to be bad or underwhelming.
State
Look
of
at the
plays
last
have been
state of
bangers.
plays. Yeah, the last two have been really great. Like, I mean, the last one we got to see Fizznet, right? And we got to see Death Stranding 2. It looked awesome. So
wasn't Judas part of the last one?
Yes, and how awesome did it look? Oh, are we gonna see Judas again here? Can I write Judas down?
I would think SGF over PlayStation show.
Son of a bitch. All right, fine. But like, I do think you do see the Astro Bot game here. I do think we see Concord here, and I think it's gonna win over people. I think people are way more open-minded to see Concord because of the success out of Helldivers. And I personally want to see a revived thing from the PS2 or PS3 era. I want to see Sly Cooper. Damn it! I want Jeff Grubb to be right because I want a Sly game. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't think we're gonna see. I don't think we see Insomniac. Maybe we give them a nice sleep. But I would like to see. Hey, here's something to get excited for. This is Ghost 2, and then either Corey or Neil's game.
I don't know. What about that Sunset Overdrive?
I mean, that would be awesome too.
What about that?
But I mean, maybe that's one of the things that like Xbox lets over to, because I know there's some
Put
weird
that on the
legal
bingo
shit.
card.
Yeah.
Sunset Overdrive on
Right,
PlayStation.
Let's go.
Let's do it. It's time.
That,
I want to play that. I want to plat it. Let's go.
Same. Yeah. So that's what I think. I think it's going to be a smaller show, more contained show, but you're still going to get stuff that you're going to really enjoy.
Sure.
And I know that's not a popular opinion, but
yeah, it's
heck, I stand by it. Dang it! All right, Kyle. We've predicted the PlayStation Showcase, and honestly, I had fun. How did you feel about the bingo game? Be honest.
It was okay.
All right, fair enough. A work in progress.
Work in progress.
We'll get it right the next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have some that's like maybe more manageable. I don't know. But because to me, I think it's just tired. It's like, what are your predictions? And then it's like, here's these same things,
Sure.
Like, do something different.
Sure.
Work outside the box.
Sure.
All right, now we got to go fast. Gotta go fast. You're right. We took way too much time on that bingo card. Kyle, as we said, Take-Two has announced that GTA 6 is releasing in the fall. This is their quote from the CEO. Our outlook reflects a narrowing of Rockstar Games' previously established window calendar of 2025 to fall calendar of 2025 for GTA 6, the company said. We are highly confident that Rockstar Games will deliver an unparalleled entertainment experience, and our expectations for the commercial impact of the title continue to increase. Kyle, you're not a GTA guy, right?
I enjoyed the GTA for
Story.
yeah.
Fair enough. What does this speak to you? Are you bummed that it got pushed from spring to fall? Where do you fall on it?
No, fall's totally fine.
Yeah. I'm just concerned about this industry because it feels like they're all banking on this game to move consoles.
Just really
And
quickly, he's
yeah.
on stage talking about Horizon and God of War getting shows. There's going to be an
Yay.
Uncharted ride somewhere at a theme park,
Yep.
but that's
Yep.
it as far as games.
In Spain.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. So when it comes to GTA, I just get concerned if they push it back one more time. Like what
It's
does that look like for?
Rockstar.
Yeah, but like, what does that look like for the console market? Because again, everybody's putting their eggs on this basket of like GTA 6 is going to be the thing that pushes the current gen actually forward. No,
Oh,
you're not.
forward, sure,
Yeah,
but I don't think Rockstar cares what platform it's on. Look at
No.
5. They're just going to keep releasing it over and over and over again.
No, but what I mean by that is like from what everybody
Like
from
technical wise, like push it to its limits.
not even technical wise of just selling consoles. Because everybody's like, oh, we expect a slowdown. We expect a slowdown.
Oh, sure.
Will this propel
everyone and
sales
their mother
forward?
will go buy a console, Xbox, PlayStation, or whatever it is to play GTA on.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, my dude. All right, Kyle. Rise of Ronin is adding new missions and features. Team Ninja has announced plans to add new missions and features to the Rise of the Ronin. In the PlayStation blog post, Team Ninja producer and director Fukuro Yoshida revealed plans to release a significant update for the game this week. New and expanded content includes 5 new ally missions that are added. When replaying a world in Midnight, you can choose to have a public order deteriorate again. Level sync section feature to add 2 missions from the Testament of the Soul. 2 new set bonuses added to Midnight difficulty. Addition of the dojo training partners. Added a martial arts skill type bonus and raised limit of target score, and gameplay improvements. When equipping the same weapon type of weapons 1 and 2, the number of styles can be expanded to a maximum of 6. Changing specifications so that the special equipment will be given even if a player does not confess. Ew. Changed the specification so that greetings with characters after a breakup will return to normal over time. And lastly, an adjustment over to make it easier for asynchronous characters to be selected. Ooh-wee. That does nothing for me. Unfortunately, Rise of Ronin was just not my bag.
Audio listeners, I zoned out. It's
Fair
not
enough.
my thing. It's fine.
Thank you. I really needed that.
Oh, hold on. Merchandising. Yes. I see the Lego tall neck there.
Uh-huh.
There are other things there, but they panned away.
Fair enough.
What's in that portal? Is there a Ghostbusters thing? Okay, that's all we're getting. Never mind. Continue.
PlayStation's annual Day of Play sale reportedly returns this month on the 29th.
Sweet.
So when I'm out to Italy, again, PlayStation, don't you dare put the State of Play on the 29th. Yes, Kyle.
Why not do this before the American holiday weekend, where we have time to buy and play games?
That's a good question.
Like, why?
I don't know. We are one of, if not your biggest market.
Oh, co-development of games and partner IP. There will be an official Street Fighter mobile game.
There you go. That's a first foray.
There you go.
It's mobile. All right, Kyle. Here's a bit of flash news for you. Ghost of Tsushima surpasses God of War to become Sony's second biggest PC launch. As noted by SteamDB, God of War peaked at 73,529 players. Ghost of Tsushima hit 77,154 concurrent players over the weekend. Kyle, I love seeing all these pictures of Ghost of Tsushima. Everybody screenshotting it again. You know, the title card coming out. Dude, I love all this. Have you seen everybody like celebrate Ghost of Tsushima over the weekend?
I'll be completely honest, I haven't been on Twitter in a while.
You are better for it. But this really did help my serotonin because I was like, man.
Yeah, Ghost is just a pretty game just to begin with, so the fact that people are sharing it off again, because I remember us just keep sharing the beauty of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I forgot what I was watching. There was a YouTube video, I think, of like some video game, or maybe it was a TikTok where they pixelated games in motion and you had to guess what they were. And like you could barely tell, but I instantly knew it was Ghost because there was Jin on his horse riding through the fields in the opening. I'm like, what a way to open that game. It's like perfect.
And it's crazy that along with I saw a mod for Starfield where you get to play as the Mandalorian. And I'm like, that's how I played the game. And I'm like, I think I want a PC. Those two games I've already played. I was tempted to go and make a irresponsible purchasing decision. But yeah, congratulations, Ghost. All right, Kyle, this one's for you. You ready? EA Sports College Football 25. Kyle,
yeah,
it's coming out. It's been announced. EA Sports College Football 25. Details are slowly but surely racking up. It's looking to be a big year for the mega publisher's backup kid. Comeback Kid, sorry. This is EA's first collegiate alternative to Madden NFL 24 since NCAA football 14. So this is over 10 plus years in the making right here.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shoot. All right, Kyle. I don't know any of these names, and I hope you do.
I don't.
All right, fine. Then I was going to skip over it. We now know that College Football 25's release date and have 2 new trailers and are looking forward to some old-fashioned recruiting in Dynasty mode. Are you excited for EA College Football?
Not really. When it comes to football games, I think Madden it really soured me. Because Madden is the same thing year in, year out. For this one, I know I'm the weird one here. I want to see all the college stuff that you could do in the older games. I need to see it in motion. Like,
fair.
This sounds so dumb, and I can't believe I'm gonna say I'm excited for it. But like, having to go to class and like make sure your GPA is up and go to practice and live your life as a college athlete. Like, that is what I'm excited about in this. Something that Madden hasn't done with like its creative superstar mode. So the fact that we're getting it here is awesome. And I also think I read something, I think it was was it Mike or Miles from Insider Gaming? Mike. He said something how like the 5-star recruits on the field and the 2-star recruits, you will actually notice a difference. They matter.
Oh, wow.
So like ratings actually, like if you are a 2-star program, like a lower level college, and you're going up against Alabama, it's going to be tough. You're not going to win easy because they all usually have all 5-star players. Like, that's the kind of stuff that excites me, that makes it different enough.
Okay.
But I gotta know more of like the nitty gritty.
Are you picking this up day one, or are you gonna wait?
Not yet. I will wait.
Fair enough. I've seen everybody very excited about this game, so I just thought, you like sports. This is up your alley.
No, it's cool that we're getting it back. I feel bad for everyone that's holding on to the NCAA Football 14, because if you don't know, physical copies of that's like one of the most expensive games.
Really?
Because that was the last one.
Oh,
now that there's a new one. Like, that game, if you could find it at a GameStop, not anymore because they price everything, but it regularly goes for like triple digits. It's like $100 and something game.
Oh, wow.
It's wild.
Jesus Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have played that. You know what I mean? Like, I should have found like boxes of it. Sure, I would have been rich. All right. Next one, this comes from our friend of the show, Kami, over on Twitter. Stellar Blade exceeds expectations. Shift Up confirms both a PC version and a sequel are under consideration. Sales of Stellar Blade are exceeding expectations, and the studio will continue to expand AAA efforts, invest in new IPs moving forward into 2025. A new project, codenamed Witches, in development. Cross-platform gacha game for PC, console, and mobile. Shift Up is in the final stages of their IPO on the Korean Stock Exchange. Kyle, Stellar Blade, doing good.
Yeah, I still haven't sealed. I haven't played yet.
I'm about to platinum it. I really, really like this game, and I really love how New Game Plus adds so much more, like abilities, costumes, just a lot of awesome things that keep you playing engaged with the game.
That's
over
awesome.
time. This is a really good first attempt. And I think they succeed. It's not even an attempt. This is a good first game for them.
I'm
Step even.
I'm thinking this 3-day weekend I dive in for a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely should. It's a good time. All right. Second to last story on the list. This is sad. PlayStation's London studio.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they are on stage talking about mergers and acquisitions right now.
Yay, this is what I always wanted to hear.
Just to mention, just in case.
All right. Well,
let's continue.
Here's what happens. PlayStation London studio has closed after 20 years. This is what they wrote on Twitter as their farewell. For over 20 years, London studio has been home to some of exceptionally talented and wonderful people in the games industry. As we close our doors and all go forward to new adventures, we wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to all of our past and present players and colleagues who have supported us over the years. We had one wild and wonderful journey. Rest in power, PlayStation London Studio. Sucks. Again, suck. And yeah, like as they're on stage talking about mergers, acquisitions, and growth, it's like, yep. I'm Hiroki Totoki, that's right, walk off stage, you shirtless, handsome bastard. I don't want to hear about it anymore. It sucks. This sucks, and this team deserved better than Jim Ryan going to his own farewell party for that studio that hosted it for him, only a week later to shutter the studio. Disgusting.
It makes me so sad. It's awful.
All right, Kyle. The last bit of Flash news. Fortnite X Fallout crossover. It's happening tomorrow. The new season, the new battle pass. And I think we're also going to get some Mad Max stuff as well. Sorry, it's not tomorrow. Well, yeah, as of recording technically. You know what? I was right. This is awesome. And I just want to say how the Fallout show has changed my DNA to its core. Because if I saw Fallout before, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's neat. But now because of the show, I'm like, this is rad. And I am playing this on day one. So, yeah, I love this. Excellent.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really quickly.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to mention it. It's the last time I'm going to mention it. A game that I'm working on released their 8-hour demo today on PlayStation. Yeah. It's called Anotra, the last song, an Italian folklore-inspired Souls-like. It's, I don't know. Go check it out or not. It's fine.
Yeah. Go for it.
That's all I'm going to say about it. I just wanted to mention it real briefly.
Fair enough. You're real proud of that. And honestly, it looks great. And that's not because they're paying me to say it.
I'm not. For full disclosure, I am not paying Joe anything.
That's right. There just happens to be a 5 that's fallen under my desk.
There is no. I don't have $5 to give you right now.
Fair enough. All right, Kyle. Real quick, what you been playing, bud?
Let's see. I platted Tales of Kanzero Zao.
Nice.
Started it on Saturday. Did it in about 7.5 hours. Okay. Man, oh man, what a stellar game.
Yeah.
Sure, the combat might not be the flashiest thing in the world. The enemies are recycled. You fight them throughout the whole game. Mm-hmm. But man, is it beautiful. The story is incredible and very deep and moving. But my favorite part are the performances, hands down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single character in this game has so much life to it, and the story that it tells is so impactful. I'm so happy that the game got made, that they were allowed to tell this kind of story, and I'm very excited to see what Surgent Studios does next, because it's a really, really good. I'm excited for people to play it. I think it's still available if you have PS Plus.
Yep.
So please go download it, try it out. It's great. It's a great weekend game. Like, for those of us here in the States, you have 3 days off, hopefully. Go play it. It's a great
except
time.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will be sitting down with Abu Bakar Salim over on Friday, but I don't know when that interview will be out just because of the Italy trip. So you'll get to hear us talk about the game, his adventures going through being an actor and balancing his passion of art with his other passion, video games, and how he makes it all work. And I really can't wait to pick his brain about what he thinks about the current environment in the industry right now and how he's navigating it as a studio owner. So
I'm excited to watch it. I'll be working, but it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been playing Stellar Blade. I'm nearing the end of it. I talked a little bit about it in the beginning of the show, but like New Game Plus adds a lot of content to it. I really do enjoy this game a whole lot. Just the story itself is a bit. It's gonna sound very weird. It's not. It's a little cliche. It's a little simple at times, but also at others like completely incoherent. It's all over the place. And I think the story does a disservice to what is overall a really great game. And when people are like, oh, there's some costumes that make me cringe, it's like you never have to look at, like, there's so many options here for Eve. It's not all fan service. There's one that's really funny. It's like she's a giant teddy bear. Like legit a teddy bear, like someone in a costume, like an Easter bunny looking costume. It's hilarious. There's so much to customize. There is, again, I think a lot of potential for a future title and for Eve as a character. The combat's just so darn good, and I hope what they take in the sequel is, hey, let's make linear levels, let's expand the combat, and let's actually get deep and philosophical with this story, because I do think there's promise here for sure. Really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Again, Kyle, it will be my 69th platinum.
Of course it is.
Just by happenstance. I didn't plan it that way. I need to say I didn't plan it this way. That just happened to be the way it happened.
Kenzera Zhao was my 337th.
Fair enough.
I think.
But for like the real platinums, what number is it?
Like still in the triple digits.
Fair enough.
You're not getting me on that technicality. I plat hard games.
All right, that's fair.
I also just briefly pop back into Another Crab's Treasure.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me sad, but it's not grabbing me right now.
Fair. I tried it a little bit as well. It's not grabbing me either.
So maybe I come back to it in a few months and my views change. It's just, not that I don't love everything about it. It's just not the game I want to play at the moment.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, Kyle, are you holding on to something by any chance?
I got a Bic Black Pen.
Oh, okay. I'm holding a DualSense controller right here. Prepare the drop. Here are the latest steals. Here are the latest steals and deals coming to the PlayStation storefront. On May 21st, Bikini Beach Anime Girls Assault on PS4. Grums, I am your sword, your shield. I will protect you from this game.
No!
I mean, everybody needs to play it. This is for the culture. Devil Girl on PS5 and PS4. Paper Trail on PS5 and PS4. System Shock on PS5, PS4. I'm gonna be playing this game over the coming months for research.
I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it.
I love BioShock. This is a Ken Levine joint, not the remake. This is from Night Dive, but like, for what I hear, it's incredibly faithful. So awesome, akin to like Demon Souls on PS5. So I'm all in. X Defiant on PS5. That's a game that just came out. May 22nd.
Shout out to Kevin Diaz. He's super hyped for it.
You know what? Yeah, good for you, Kevin. Good for you. And honestly, shout out to Kevin Diaz because when I'm completing my exercises, he always shoots me a text and like giving me love.
Hell yeah.
Like, you got this. You're crushing it. I'm like, you know what? You're crushing it too, Kev. You're crushing it too. May 22nd, Cards RPG, The Misty Battlefield on PS5. Doug's Nightmare on PS5, PS4. It's also a spinoff to Doug's Wet Dream.
Jesus Christ.
He's discovering his body and it's giving him nightmares.
Oh, yeah. Congrats, Ryan and Jack. Got Platy 85. Got him War Ragnarok. Hell
There
yeah.
you go. Oh, I cannot wait to talk about that next month. May 23rd, Crown Wars, The Black Prince on PS5. Eternal Threads on PS4, PS5. Galactic Care on PS5. Haunty on PS5.
Shout out to Haunty. It is a beautiful looking game.
Is it really? I'll
Yes,
take a look at
it's
it when
gorgeous looking.
when we do Sunday Pony Express. Rocket Rumble on PS5. The Quintessential Quintuplets. 5 memories spent with you on PS4. You are trying too hard.
Well, not even just that. Have you noticed the only 2 PS4 games are horny type of games?
Is this a horny game?
The Quintuplets? 5 memories spent with you? I'm pretty sure.
You're right. I
don't even have to look it up. I'm pretty sure.
Oh
But
wow, Haunty does look beautiful.
I will look. Yeah, Haunty is.
It looks like Return to Obra Dinn almost. At least
Yeah,
these few screens. This looks really
it's a
nice.
gorgeous looking indie.
Yeah, and you know what? Just let's do it for research. Okay,
No,
let me look up.
I'll read it. I'll read it to you right now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's not showing me the full thing, but boy, those
Oh,
screenshots
nope, you're
are
right.
questionable.
Nope,
His
you're right.
goal is to kiss her during a graduation trip. What will become of their love? The 5 heroines are fully voiced by popular Japanese voice actors.
Grums, you have my sword. You have my.
Oh yeah.
I want to be horny till the day I die. Until then, on PS5, Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord on PS5. Ye's memoir, The Oath of Felgana on PS5, PS4. You thought you got me this week with all the names? You didn't. You didn't get me on the quintuplets, whatever, the horny game. You didn't get me on this. No. May 24th, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on PS5. I took it home. I didn't stutter once. I didn't mess up a word. Take that, dyslexia. Take that.
Take that.
Nailed it. All right, Kyle. It's time for our favorite segment, but sadly the last segment of the night. It is time for the Sony Pony Express.
Yeehaw! First bit of Pony Express news comes in from Yuna. Yuna writes in, "Hey guys, hope you both are doing well. My question this week is, what are your favorite comfort games? Does not have to be a game like Power Wash Simulator. I have thought about this a bit since I play a lot of Trails of Series games in the year. That has become a comfort game to me, even if it is a JRPG. With that, I throw the ball to you. What are your favorite comfort games?"
Bloodborne. Play it every year. But on top of that, like Fortnite as well. And Call of Duty is a nice, like, I've had a bad day at work. You know, let's just take it out on some shipment.
There's a reason why I have hundreds of hours in MLB The Show every single year. That's let me just turn my brain off. Let me play a little bit of something, a sport I love, and just have a good time for a few hours.
Xbox Expansion Pass writes in, mobile games are my comfort games. See, this is why I knew Luke has a trash taste.
And Luke says, wait, since when does Kyle like indies? See, Luke?
See?
I don't know what to tell you.
Never had your car. Yeah, but I would think, multiplayer games are usually my way out. That's my comfort game. Because I'm just chatting with my friends, you know?
Yeah.
And we just happen to be shooting stuff at the same time.
Yeah. Ghettoberry writes in, "Hey guys, hope you're both hunky-dory. So there was some news last week that might have been glossed over or too fast for fast news. You got to slow down, fellas. Stop Killing Games, SKG going forwards, was formed last year in response to the crew shutting its servers, making the game unplayable due to its online requirements. They pointed out that the Department of Culture, Media, and Sports stated that video game companies must comply with existing consumer laws, but no law requiring them to support older versions of their products. SKG has filed a petition hoping its pressure from gamers is enough to convince the government to implement a law that requires companies to leave their games in a playable state after online support has ended, removing any dependence on online connectivity to function. With 23,000 signatures as of last week, which is enough for a response from the UK government, their long-winded response was that while there is no law requiring software companies to support older versions of their products, there may be occasions where declining user bases far outweigh the high running costs to maintain the servers. While gamers could request a refund through consumer helplines if certain regulations aren't met, they conclude that the passage of time is not necessarily a quality control issue. While it's not a happy response, I understand completely. Developers need not spend money on keeping their online keeping their online games alive, either for its dwindling player count or if it's fifth, sixth sequel now on the market. How do you guys feel about the petition? Should all games be preserved? What about if the government offers funding towards the making of games if they keep supporting it years after release, or if they hand the server reins to the dedicated community, or simply remove the always online requirement at the end of its life cycle? I'm sorry it's a long read, but I'm absolutely curious as to what you guys think of all this. Take care and love always.
Yes, all games should be preserved. There should be ways of, like, even if it is an online game. For example, Little Big Planet.
Yep.
Right? Little Big Planet 3, it's online, is shuttered. You can't get content that is made by the fans. You can't get your creations that you made in the game, right? And play it. There should be a way that we are preserving games. And the problem, I think, one of the many, is that we are not forward thinking enough as an industry about, hey, how do we not just make sure this game comes out, but when its time is up, it is preserved. It's important. I do think that platform holders have the obligation to protect these games, to ensure their existence. They're important. It's actually why, like, the one thing that I hate is when there's like a few activists here or there that, like, they'll destroy a precious painting. They'll throw like blood on like the Mona Lisa or something to make a point. It's like,
do you see the two older ladies try to stab the Magna Carta or something last week?
Exactly. It's like, leave the parchment alone. To me, I think it's like you're doing a disservice to history. And so, like, I believe video games are art, and I think I would love my kids to look back going, oh my God, what is this Bloodborne thing? And being able to play it is important.
Yeah, I echo everything you just said, Joe. I definitely think they need to be preserved. Whether it's taking away the online requirement, as easy as that might sound, I think is ideal. Even if you can no longer, like, it's a very small issue, no longer pop trophies in a game, I don't care. As long as I get to play it, is what matters.
I would love to play Mad Max, but they got rid of the platinum.
Oh, did
so
they?
There's no. Yeah, there's like the online requirement that you need. There's like an online match or whatever, you got to play it, and you can't do it. So it's like,
that is a bummer. But to me, at the end of the day, a game just should be playable that is made and is out there, and the fact that some games are lost to time or without the online check-in, you're no longer allowed to play it. It just bums me out a whole lot. But also, like, this is an example of a good petition.
Yes, that's what I was gonna bring up too. And the sad thing that, like,
this is the one that I'm fully support of, like, actually changing something for good instead of all that bullshit that we talked about a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and it's sad that all that bullshit we talked about a few weeks ago got more signatures than this.
Yep.
That depresses me. Yeah, no, I think there has to be a system in place. Maybe they hand it over to like a museum of some sort, but it's like, hey, here's how we get, like, you can, like, here's an emulator for these games, like, at the very least. Or like not suing people into oblivion, Nintendo.
There is a place, there is a nonprofit called the Video Game History Foundation, which is all about preserving games, and they definitely want to keep that up. So please go check that out. They have a crazy looking library that I hope I get to visit at some point because it looks really, really cool. But there are people that are actually fighting this fight, and we got to make sure we support them because if you support that, I guess.
Yeah, because like to me, it's like, man, your favorite game could be just gone.
Yeah.
And
like, what if Bloodborne, you can't play it anymore?
Exactly.
It's gone.
It's like, what if it's your game? That's the thing that sucks. I think we need better systems in place to ensure that there is a place for people to go and play those games.
Yes.
You know? So I'm thinking of like the obscure Atari, the obscure GBA game. Like there should be something in place. I get it though. It is a very complicated process.
Yes.
But maybe reach out to those communities for their help.
Exactly.
That's all I would say.
Yep. Katie.
Also, awesome question, by the way.
Great question. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, by the way.
Yeah, I would have totally forgot.
Katie writes in, hey guys. So I'm making very good progress with Spider-Man 2, my game of the year so far. Everything about it is brilliant. Things that I thought were just okay in the first game have been greatly improved. This leads me to my question. What is your favorite sequel? Some favorites of mine include Last of Us 2, it now being my favorite game of all time, Mass Effect 2, Spyro 2, Metal Gear 2, so many. As always, much love to both of you. With there being discourse every week about something, it's always good to have you guys and people like you around. Appreciate you, Katie.
I appreciate you.
Favorite sequel, and I'm not going to say Last of Us Part 2.
Fine.
Because I agree, that's one of my favorite, if not my favorite game of all time. Favorite sequels. It's an odd one.
I got to.
SSX Tricky.
Ooh.
They just improved on it. I think it's the best SSX game.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely a big one. And like, yeah, I co-signed Mass Effect 2 as well. It's pretty great.
The best sequel. Mass Effect 2 is the gold standard. Then a close second's God of War Ragnarok.
Good call.
And then after that, I'm gonna say, all right, Xbox fans, you got me. Halo 2 is phenomenal and is better than Halo 3 in every way, but not as good as Halo Reach. There you go. I said my piece. I would say Halo Reach, but it's a prequel. It's not really a sequel.
Sure.
So, and then Gears 3.
Okay.
Splatoon 2 afterwards. It's a lot of good games.
And just because it's in the forefront of my brain,
Uncharted 2. Jesus Christ, what the what
yeah,
doing here?
Uncharted 2 for sure. But like Rebirth. I think Rebirth is a fantastic sequel as well.
Fair.
In a weird way that it's a sequel. But technically it is. Green Girl.
I could get Company of Heroes again. I could guess Company of Heroes by grass on a field.
That is
but
fair.
It took me 5 games until I hit Uncharted 2, my favorite in that entire franchise.
That's
Crazy.
totally fair. Green Gorilla Gamer writes in, question for the Sony Pony Express. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a new one here. Question for the Sony Pony Express. There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
Joe mentioned as a joke last week that he traded in his PS5 for 5 Ouyas. For those unfamiliar, the Ouya was a device from a number of years ago that actually had exclusive games on it, but was also used to stream TV and movies, which is what I use it for. I believe Towerfall was the Ouya exclusive.
Yep.
Are there any pieces of tech peripherals or games that you own that are incredibly niche or forgotten like the Ouya? I have a few Jack's Pacific plug-and-play games, and they're incredibly nostalgic and surprisingly fun. Star Wars, 2 Spider-Man, Batman, and I still have the Winnie the Pooh one from when I was a kid. Thank you guys for keeping my company today, sort of, as I learn the in and outs of this new job. Going to sit down and play some games before I'm off and running again this evening. God bless.
God bless.
Okay, Joe's holding up a VR too.
What are we doing here, Sam?
I don't know if it counts.
What?
But it's similar to the plug and play, and they made a somewhat resurgence. They're new versions of them. Do you own any of like the old school Tiger Electronics back in the day handhelds?
No.
The little white handhelds that had like the Game and Watch things. There was like an Aladdin one.
Yeah,
a
okay.
G.I. Joe one. I think I had a Mortal Kombat one.
Yeah.
I used to love those things before I got a Game Boy. Those are my go-tos.
Nisa in the chat goes, I did.
Yeah,
One game on it. Yeah.
There's only one game, a few buttons, and it's just moving
cool.
static images.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
Okay.
I've been thinking about picking up like the new ones just to have them because they've been forgotten. They're like integral to me as a gamer.
I think the Kinect is definitely one I got a little nostalgia for. It's just that was such a weird device. It's such a weird time, you know? It's like everybody wanted to. Again, it's kind of like what we talked about earlier in the show. It's like everybody's looking for a hybrid like console now that the Switch is out. It's like everybody was looking for movement, be the controller, you know, type of trying to mimic the Wii. So yeah, but I would say the Kinect I have a weird fondness for. iToy was never my thing, or even if this counts, Guitar Hero guitars. They're all in a landfill, and we're all scrambling to get one again.
Hell yeah, they are. I want one so bad. I don't have the money for it, but yeah. Oh my god, I had so many fake guitars. Because I wouldn't just buy the game. I would get the bundle with the new guitar every time.
Yeah. And then GameStop's like, we're not taking them back. Please stop. But I bet they're kicking themselves now.
Oh my god, yeah. The Rock Band drum set in particular is crazy expensive. Because those things break, so finding a good one is incredibly tough.
Yeah. Everybody breaks it on In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, you know? That's been the trophy room this week, Kyle. See that? Saw that transition?
I broke mine on Everlong by Foo Fighters.
That's fair.
That's the one I broke.
That's a good song to break a controller to.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, is there anything you'd like to spotlight before we get the heck out of here?
Myself, Mr. K-Sep, pretty much everywhere. Go follow all the indie game coverage I'm doing over at 61indie.com. Since Joe is out next week, I have to find new co-hosts.
Unless the showcase is on Tuesday.
Unless
or Monday. My uncle is right.
Whoever will be here next week, I'm keeping it as a surprise. So.
Oh, okay.
Have I reached out to him? Not yet, but I'll do it soon.
I know you haven't. And like I do plan on like doing again, perhaps if my uncle at Sony's wrong, helping you with some of the show notes so that you don't feel overwhelmed because you're doing so much.
It's fine. I can handle it.
All right.
We'll just talk about Tomba the whole time.
Oh no. You can find me over at Mr. Badbit on Twitter. When Elon allows me to talk, you can find the show PS Trophy Room on Twitter. And you can find the Trophy Room on video services. Just search PS Trophy Room on YouTube, and we're there. You can find the Trophy Room at PlayStation Podcast, this show on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Please rate us 5 stars. It really does help us out. If you can't throw us a buck our way, especially like, you know, what we talked about, independent, sites and podcasts and all that, and creators out there. If you like our work, please, toss us a buck our way over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. Or if you can't do that, no problem. I get it. Inflation, deflation, the whole world's about to explode. I understand. The best way to do it, to support us, is rating us 5 stars over on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, subscribing to the YouTube channel, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, sharing us out there. It really helps grow the show in big ways. So it really does mean a lot to us if you can help us out. With all that said, and with all that out of the way, everybody, keep your wits about you, keep hunting, and keep playing PlayStation. See y'all.
Bye. Gooner gang, Gooner gang. Love you.